It's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold wave filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them on internet.
They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it.
I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the booth.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be, so it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing!
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed and the P-Team, Sam Beard and Bad News Bubba. Speaking of bad news, for a, quote, unforeseen amount of time, Cody McClure is going to be on the shelf. Check in on Cody. Tell him you love him. Told us he was in a car wreck over the weekend and totaled his car. Said he got in a crash on the interstate and was going to be on the shelf for a little bit. So I'll update you guys when we have an update. But the good news is Cody is okay, he says. He's probably going to be mad that I'm starting the show off with this, but check on him. Make sure he's okay. I'll send him some money or something. I don't know. But he's good. But he says he's going to be on the shelf for a little bit as he tries to fix things and get his life back in order. But, yeah, so he got in a wreck on the interstate, driving back from Nashville, totaled his car. It's in the damn hospital.
Prayers up for Cody.
Sam, how are you this morning?
I'm doing pretty solid. Good, long holiday break or, what we had there with Friday being off and then getting the nice weekend. But I was already complaining to Bubba last week. I was like, man, my back's been killing me. And then Friday on the off day, I was trying to kind of figure out what do I really want to do? And it was so damn hot outside. So I went to one of these indoor golf simulator places, and I destroyed my back. Nice. I stayed there for 4 hours. I probably hit 500 golf balls. I played multiple rounds of golf. And then I played golf yesterday as well. Really stupid idea, probably. I'm anticipating my back just being in absolute shambles in 24 to 48 hours. But a good fourth weekend. Got no complaints.
Did you go by yourself?
To this indoor place?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. They've got, every course imaginable.
How many swings do you think you got in a 4-hour period by yourself?
Too many.
4 rounds of golf, the equivalent of that, maybe? Is that too many?
I'd say conservatively.
Yeah. About 300
then
swings.
I probably just hit balls just randomly for 30 to 45 just to start the thing.
That does seem like a lot.
Yeah. It didn't feel like a lot. And then I got home and I was like, man, I'm tight. And then I kind of thought back and I'm like, yeah, I probably played at least 72 holes.
I don't know how much I talked about it here on air, but my back was in shambles last week because I'd gone down to Atlanta the week before. I don't know if I tried to put on like a diving board show for the kids. By kids, I mean my best buddy's kids, not just like random kids in the pool, but like his kids.
Like a year kid.
Yeah, doing flips for them and stuff. And also, doing the thing in the pool where you're just throwing them around. And they're not super heavy. They're like maybe 45 and 30 pounds, something like that. Yeah, it adds up. So then like later that night, I was in the shower and I went to just go like move the shower head and like my back just went and tightened up. And I was in pretty bad shape last week. I did go on Friday and get a massage though. And I was telling her about it. And she's like, well, do you want me to go hard on it? And I was like, yeah. So then like just for an hour, she just had her elbows in my back, just droom, 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 which I felt pretty good when I left, but then it was still kind of sore and tight over the weekend. But actually, now that I talk about it, I'd say I'm 85% now. So that's good.
Would you get another massage from this place in person?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I told her to try to work it out, and she just kept saying, oh, yeah, there's a big knot here.
Big old elbow drop.
Yeah, just elbow nonstop.
Was that your first massage?
No. Not my first massage.
I've only gotten one. Felt good.
I maybe
would like to be a massage guy eventually.
You'd want? Oh, you mean to get them? Not
yeah.
Give
I mean,
them.
like I'm not really in the state to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go blow money on a massage once a week.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get a massage in Vegas and you're fine. So,
I mean, it's $100 plus a tip. So I mean, like it wasn't terrible. I'm with you though. I wouldn't do it regularly, but I was in pain. I was like, I gotta try something. But she did her best. She put her heart into it, and I appreciate that. Felt a little awkward.
But you have to strip down into your boxers?
Oh, that part didn't feel awkward. But yeah, I mean, like she said, as comfortable as I want. They keep you covered up. I mean, I could have gotten all the way naked, but I don't think I would have felt comfortable there. But then, no, just, I mean, because she was, like I said, she was putting her whole body into it. I was thinking about,
was she muscular?
Not really. No. I mean, like I'm saying, she had to basically put her elbow and then like lean into it.
Like I had to know when they did a good one.
Say that again.
You think a masseuse knows when they did a good one?
Yeah,
that was a good one. That was a good hour.
I try to give her a little grunt every now and then. She's like, okay, like, oh yeah,
that's the spot.
Bubba, did you have a good break?
For the most part, yeah.
What do you mean?
I just maybe a break from here, but not a break from live. Still working, still making money. I did get to play some golf on the 3rd on Friday. I got cut short due to weather. First hole, vibes are great, parred it, and I was like, oh, this is a game changer for me. After that, I don't think I saw above a bogey, which was very unfortunate, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. I got to be an uncle and, fill up 400 water balloons for my nieces and nephews, so I wanted to. The worst thing too is like we have this really old water hose, and long ago I guess the the jet things that you put on it that has like the different settings from like the cone, nozzle, and all that stuff is like rusted on it, and I couldn't get it off. So I absolutely just went chaotic at one point and destroyed it. But it came off and I could fill up the water balloons, so that was cool. My liver, thank God for the human body and the way it can do things. I hope that not too much damage has been done to it. Saturday was a pretty long day, and Sunday was even longer, it felt like.
Well, then here you are today in your American flag cowboy hat that I assume you bought for the Cotton Eye Joe.
Nope. This it's been passed down.
Oh, wow.
This is from like 2 4th of Julys ago.
Oh. I thought you were going to say for like 40 years or something.
No.
It's generational hat.
Passed down for 2 years. Bubba's America'd up, ready to go.
Why did you say the Cotton Eye Joe specifically?
I don't know. I feel like they did a
cowboy
lot
hats, the first place you think of.
Cowboy hats. They do a lot of patriotic things. Plus, I drive by it every morning on the way to work. That was on my mind. And I haven't had a chance to vent about them getting rid of their Sunday nights.
Floor is yours.
I don't have it in my heart anymore to vent about it. I've just been a little annoyed by it. Not that I go anymore, but that was just a staple of my youth. It used to be like the main night. Now they're just like, we're closed on Sundays. And I was just like, wow, what kind of America are we living in?
They only want you to enjoy yourselves Friday and Saturday.
But I was like, I get it. Because like back in the day, I mean, I think Sunday night was for all the college kids, but all the college kids that come through here, all the interns, not one have ever been like, oh, yeah, we go to the Cotton Eye Joe on Sunday. I'm like, okay, well, guess if college kids aren't going anymore, there ain't no sense of being open on Sundays. But it was just one of those old man things when I saw that they just completely punted on it. I was like, wow. You kidding me?
He's got a racetrack to run.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he bought Newport Speedway.
Oh, okay. All right. They race on Sundays?
No.
Oh. Okay. Good deal.
That was almost a good. You almost got him.
We almost cracked the code. Good weekend over here, though. A lot of soccer. Hit my golf bet. Shout out to Goddard up.
I also hit Goddard up too.
Yeah, shout out to him coming through.
Only $2 though.
Oh. Hey, it all spins. You know what I mean?
Did you have him like before the week?
I had him before the week, and then I live bet him a couple times too. So we did pretty good on Goddard up. It was weird though. I read, so before golf tournaments, I'll listen to a podcast and then I read maybe 4 preview articles, like on Tuesday and Wednesday. And one of them had been like, hey, this Ben Cole's got 56-1 is a good flyer too. So I had him. So for most of Sunday, it wasn't a sweat at all, which is unusual. I just had first and second place just kind of sitting there. And I was like, this is great. And I had a little bit more money on Goddard up than I did Cole's. So when I got to 18, I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind a bogey here. And the next thing you know, boom, in the water. I said, oh, baby, let's go. Worked out perfectly. A sweat-free golf. So that was a nice shot to Goddard. Amazing round on Sunday.
Yeah.
To come from behind like he did and shoot like what, a 62, 61, 62, I guess. 9 under.
Like 9 under or something
yeah,
like
it was
that.
71. So yeah, 9 under. Big time performance by him. So then I rolled that into just some fun soccer. I mean, that Mexico-England game. Did you guys watch it last night?
Yeah, I did.
That was cinema. I liked that.
It was awesome because my neighbors are from Mexico.
Okay.
So it's like they had a huge party, and just like every little bit, you're just hearing, ah.
Do you like them?
Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay.
They're great people.
I didn't know if you had a relationship with them at all.
Every time they have a big party, they always give us a little extra food and some drinks and stuff.
Because I have a neighbor as well. She was walking out and she had her Mexico gear on, and I told her good luck, but I didn't really mean it. But I told her that because she was all dressed up. I mean, she had her hair done. She had her jersey. I mean, it meant something to her. So, like, she was walking to the mailbox. I was walking out, or I was getting in the car. I was like, oh, good luck tonight. She got so happy. She's like, oh, thank you so much. I didn't mean it, but.
Didn't really know who to root for.
I just kind of know as American soccer fans, we don't root for Mexico. That's our biggest rival. I mean,
but also like the former motherland, like there's a reason we got away from those people.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just, I'm not going to pretend to be the biggest soccer fan.
I eat more, tacos than I do beans and mash.
That was presented to me yesterday as a big point of like who you're rooting for, and they're like, "What do you want to eat for the rest of your life? Mexican food or just something that has no taste?"
I mean, like to me, it's kind of similar to like the whole SEC conundrum. Like you have your biggest rival. Like, do you root for Georgia or Alabama in like the championship games? Maybe you do, and they play Ohio State. Maybe people root for Georgia against Ohio State. I don't know. I typically look at it that way. Like, you don't want your most hated rival to win. But some people have conference pride. Some people have the CONCACAF pride. Some people have, friends. I mean, I did have a friend that was at the game. He's a Mexican, and he was there with his dad. I mean, he was there. So I did kind of feel bad for them because they spent a bunch of money to take his dad. So I kind of wanted them to be happy a little bit.
I think I also just wanted the rowdiest fan bases left in the tournament. And I don't know. Everyone kind of just drinks beer and does chants in soccer. Like, that's cool, England. But Mexico's lighting off fireworks in front of the hotels.
Well, I was worried we were going to get what we talked about how the whole camaraderie was going to go out the window because I saw some of those English fans and I was like, I'm scared for them. And I saw some 10-year-old girl front and center. And I was like, oh boy, her getting out of Azteca, especially if they win, is going to be an adventure. So, yeah, I found myself – I didn't really bet on the game. I had England in a couple parlays to advance, nothing major. So I didn't really have a big rooting interest. After the start of the game and when it really opened up, I took a couple overs. So both of those hit. I needed Harry Kane to score that hit. So, for those purposes, I was happy. Then I was just kind of enjoying the game. again, not a soccer guy to the level of, some. I'd probably put myself at like a 5 out of 10, 5.5 out of 10. But like in all of the matches I've watched, I feel like I very rarely see it work out for the team trailing when it just becomes a bogged down game like that. And it's just header, cross into the box. And they did that for basically 20 minutes and really didn't even get any close instances where it worked out. England almost had an own goal at the end with like seconds left, which would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. That would have been self-inflicted. But like, it just felt like, maybe letting England come down the field and trying to open up a little bit maybe would have worked a little better, because it just crossed into the box nonstop, just didn't really work. But we got USA today. We got corruption working in our favor, at least for now, although we're on alert over the next couple hours to see if FIFA reverses course again.
What?
Yeah, Belgium is allowed to appeal. I don't know if you saw that first thing this morning, Sam, but Belgium was allowed to put in an appeal to overturn the overturn. I don't know how it works out. I don't know if they'll change their mind. I don't know if Belgium will be able to cry enough to make it happen. I don't know. We're on alert. We'll keep you posted. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo Crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Drums, please.
Feels like the biggest American soccer game of all time tonight.
Sure. That's what I would think, but I have no idea.
I know they've made the quarterfinals before, in 2002, but feels like this one's bigger than that. Being on the home soil, more people being invested, the team seeming to be much better. Maybe someone else can correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like the biggest game in American history tonight, right?
I'd probably classify it as that.
I appreciate the backup, Sam, but I don't think you really have any other.
Yeah, I mean,
knowledge.
The only other memories I have are just, it feels like, hey, we played good enough to lose close in one of these games. Was like the history of it. So I mean, this feels like the most momentum you've had, while also just kind of still being at that same spot in the tournament.
And I mean, you're not underdogs tonight. Last game against Bosnia was the first time you were ever favored in a knockout game. But like we had talked about, that was round of 32. I don't really consider that a knockout game. This is traditionally where that begins, and you're essentially a coin flip. It's been minus 110, kind of hovering around there, moving a couple dollars, one way or the other, but kind of settling back out. So I won't say you're favored tonight, but you're definitely not underdogs. You're on home soil, and I think that aspect of it has me pretty fired up too. I'm ready to see what Seattle has. I mean, I don't know. Is that the one market you would pick to like put on primetime in a big game? Because we've got a long history of them being good when it comes to like the Seattle Seahawks. Like for a while, the 12th man in Seattle was thought of kind of as the best home field advantage. Now that's kind of changed over the last, handful of years. But for a while there in the 2010s, Legion of Boom, that was our go-to primetime. That was the death cave to go into there.
It's either that or just Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But we don't got soccer in Pittsburgh this year.
You combine
rolling with Seattle.
You combine the 12th man mentality with, I mean, Seattle's taken soccer very seriously. Like them and Portland have kind of always been the two I looked at in terms of those home crowds. So there's a soccer hotbed in Seattle. They got the atmosphere. They got the stadium. They got the fan base. They got the reputation. I'm excited to see what Seattle's got tonight. I don't know if it'll reach Azteca levels last night. I don't know if you'll get that type of atmosphere. But, like, I do think it'll be something that sounds really cool on TV.
We need the in-game chant going. We need some sort of national chant.
See, I kind of disagree. And, again, this could be something you could correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like this soccer run has been better for me because the group – the American Outlaws have kind of subsided. Do you remember them? That was like our soccer cheerleaders, essentially. As a group of soccer fans, and like their whole identity as being the forefront of American soccer. They're the ones that do the I believe that we will win. You remember that chant?
That's the dumbest chant.
Well, right. But like I feel like all the chanting that they used to do was pretty lame, and I feel like that was what was kind of holding us back. And I feel like, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but those guys have disappeared. I haven't really seen them be front and center of any of this soccer stuff.
I mean, I didn't know who these guys were, so they've clearly disappeared to me. But
it feels like we've just brought
I feel
in
like every soccer fan base is a chant in the middle of the game type of thing. I've seen a lot of stuff about like the Florida State, that'd be sick in the middle of the game. I mean, imagine like 60,000 people just doing that all at once. Belgium would have no idea what's hitting them.
See, I kind of like we've made it more of a football atmosphere, it feels like, this go around, where it's just like a wall of noise. Like maybe the chants work. Maybe that matters in soccer, but it feels like we've just been doing noise.
I think as America we should take the other team's chance and use it.
I like that too.
Take the other team's chance and use it?
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty on brand.
Just twist it a little bit to our fit us. I don't know Belgium's chance, but I'm sure they've got something.
Well, they're crying right now. Their chants are tears. Their chants are begs and pleads because big news yesterday came out that America's best goal scorer, or at least their biggest threat so far in the World Cup, Flo Balogun, who had been suspended for that red card.
Balogun.
It seems as if he is going to be cleared. FIFA, either through corruption or through doing the right thing, said, hey, we're not going to suspend this guy. We messed up during the match, during the game. We kind of already punished you enough, making you play a man down for 30 minutes. Because it never should have been a red card in the first place. Which I was mad about this, the last couple of days. I was in my soccer group chat talking about it, but I was like, I feel like the concept of VAR implies that there should be video. It should be a video you should watch. And I feel like they looked at the still shots of the red card and it looked worse. Like if you just show me a video that shows a guy's cleats and another guy's calf, I'll be like, oh, yep, gotta kick him out there. But if you watch the video, it doesn't look as aggressive. I compare it to the Caitlin Clark, Alyssa Thomas, fist to the throat. But it turns out FIFA thought the same thing. They're like, hey, this was illegal. You're not allowed to do this with VAR. You're not allowed to go back and take slow motion videos to make it to then try to judge the severity of a foul, which is what I was saying the whole time without even knowing. And they're like, you know what? That's right. You can't do that. Therefore, we're not going to give this guy a red card and suspend him.
Feels pretty cool to be on the right side of corruption.
I'm not sure we are just yet because, again, the appeal this morning, and you've got Belgium and other European countries trying to put their foot down. I don't know if they're scared of America. I don't know what it is. Now, they let Cristiano Ronaldo defer his red card penalty. They let him kick the can down the road instead of facing a suspension during the World Cup. So, it's not just like it's benefiting just big, bad America. We've had instances of this happening before just in this tournament when it comes to, the way they judge and punish red cards. It hasn't been equal for everybody, which, by the way, other people are pointing out Messi had spikes into somebody's calf earlier in this tournament and didn't get any type of card. So, corruption or justice, Sam. It depends on which one you side on.
We also get to see if the guy from England, this Gerald Quant's the guy who got red carded last night, where his foot kind of rode over the ball.
Yeah, no, see, I don't think he's going to win any type of I don't think they'll appeal that at all because that wasn't to me. I don't think they probably used VAR the same way where it was like, hey, we're going to retroactively come back and look at this video or look at this picture and see. I thought when you came with your spikes up, hit somebody in the leg like that, that was a pretty clear-cut red. So I don't think they're going to have the same luck. Although maybe FIFA has to consider that, Bubba, is that they've opened the door and set the precedent that now everybody can cry and complain and make some calls and try to wield some power. I tend to appreciate a little home cooking and justice of doing the right thing, and I hope that FIFA doesn't go back on it.
I hate the people on Twitter that are saying this is a lose-lose for America, where they're like, if we beat them with Flo Balogun, it's not going to feel like we did it in the right way.
Nah, I feel like we did it the right way.
Yeah. USA. Whatever means necessary to get there, let's just do it.
No, those people are losers. And I like that the reply to those people has just been that dork in that sportsmanship commercial. Yeah. I touched the ball, coach. It was off on me. Just spam that reply. Because that's what you sound like. And, I do think that now there's been some politics, ease into it, seep into it.
like the whole birthright citizenship thing going on.
Not even that, but that's been in the forefront of it too, Bubba. You know, just in turn, it's been a positive for the people that, you know, like, hey, we want to continue the Constitution the way it's been. Flo Balogun is a nice representation of that. It's nice to have an American just because his mom couldn't get on that plane. No, Bub, I'm talking about just the people that are like, hey, now Trump has made a phone call. Some reports say just to check in and talk about it. Some say to try to put some power. I don't know, you know, what's true about that. But the phone call couldn't have meant nothing. So people are upset about that. So like some of the soccer journalists are going to be, you know, heavy, far left-leaning weirdos that are going to just like push back on anything that Trump is involved with. So that's why I think you'll have people like Sam's talking about coming out and saying we should do the right thing and just not play him. It's tainted. No, it's not. If anything, we should have had him an extra 30 minutes against Bosnia is the way I look at it.
It's a good enough punishment.
But I did like a flip. I did like a little spin zone of some Americans pointing out the difference in mentality. Because like in America sports, I do think this is true. We tend to kind of lean towards we want our opponents to be healthy for the most part. We want best versus best. Now, I'm not saying every fan base feels that way. Like, hey, if the starting team's quarterback gets knocked out, we don't usually cry about that. But typically, we don't want everybody to be injured going into the game. Typically, we want best versus best. Whereas these other European countries are like, wow, this is unfair. Suspend him. And I like that spin zone. This is about American pride. Belgium, if you're better than us, line up, best versus best, and let's go. Don't cry about it. That's the spin zone I'm taking.
See, that feels nice and that feels powerful and patriotic and juices me up a little bit, but also like, you know, we'll just say Tennessee, Ohio State, if they were without, you know, Jeremiah Smith and, you know, Quinshon Judkins and whoever else, I'd be okay with that. I'll tell you, that's a better chance we got than beating them than ever.
Well, some people are cowards, Bubba. Like I said, it's not perfect.
Hey, tactics, man, in war.
I think if you knock a guy out in the game, that's okay. Like I wasn't feeling bad for Pittsburgh a couple years ago when we knocked out their starter and their backup. When we were up there in 2022 and they were down to their third string. Like,
is this like the Kadon Slovis?
Yeah.
From USC or
yeah, like 2022, Bubba. Hell, I don't remember. It's been 5 years ago.
You don't know Pittsburgh's exact roster from way long ago? Okay.
I don't. I just know they were down to their third string quarterback, and you know,
we were fighting for our lives against him.
We knocked him out in the game. We earned that benefit. Belgium didn't do anything to earn this. So them crying, pathetic. But keep an eye on that, Bubba, in case it breaks during the show here, because I imagine they're going to have to make a decision. Like 8 a.m. was the deadline in terms of like Belgium submitting what they needed to submit. I imagine they'll give them till noon to make a ruling on it. I don't know.
I feel like I tweeted this a couple weeks ago or something like that, maybe at the start of the World Cup. But I think if the the red card punishment way too harsh for next game, I think the next team that you're playing should get the decision of either adding their own player and just playing 12v11, or in this case, maybe if Balogun is just such a important piece to the team, they can choose to have that guy suspended for a game. You either choose to take the suspension or you just add your own player that you want.
See, now we're doing the thing that soccer fans get mad about when we're trying to change all the rules. Get rid of offsides. Change this, change that. I'm not going to do that to them other than just like, hey, I'm standing with FIFA. There was a funny video. It's like a politician. It's like an African politician. It's like, corruption is very bad unless I'm involved in it. Then he's like, it's not so bad. I'll take care of it. I'll do it the right way. The corruption benefits us when I'm involved with it. And that's the way I feel. So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. I'm pumped up. Bubba, Sam, you guys going to do anything for the game tonight?
I think I'm grilling out a little bit.
Little grill out. Bubba, you?
There's potentials and some rumblings of a watch party out in the world. By other stuff and not.
Market Square is doing their big free one. I had some friends wanting to do that.
That is weather dependent, though.
Yes, last I checked, I haven't checked this morning. Yesterday I looked and the weather was supposed to be at like 5 and 6 o'clock. Game's supposed to be at 8. Now getting out there, getting a seat, I don't really know how all that works. I'm trying to decide if I want to make that trek and to go out there and to, get out in that crowd and deal with it. But I am excited for the game tonight. I'm excited to watch. I had dreams about it last night.
What was the score in your dream?
We were struggling.
Were the Belgian women attractive?
It was just like 0-0 for a long time. We couldn't break through. We didn't lose in my dream.
Did we?
Just for the record, we didn't lose. We didn't lose. I had variations of the dream. One of them we won 1-0, and the other we were just like 0-0 in perpetuity, like in the 78th minute, and everybody was really stressed. I hope we score some goals before the 79th minute. That would be nerve-wracking. But I'm fired up. I'm into it. Biggest game in American soccer history, it feels like. Most watched game was the Bosnia game. It did some pretty big TV numbers. I think it averaged 23 million viewers and peaked at like 31 is what they called it. That's pretty big numbers. I imagine this one's going to eclipse that one.
What did we say like football numbers were? Is
yes,
that around that?
I mean, like that's bigger than any like college football playoff game. That's like
a standard NFL game, or is that like a big? Is that like a primetime NFL
game? That's better than some Sunday night football games. I never know. Do you do the average or the peak? Do you do 23 million or 31 million? I never know which one to really use. Average.
I feel like I would use the average.
Yeah, I feel like 23 million is basically what Sunday night football is. 20 million, 21 million is the number I have in my head frequently on those Sunday night games. I imagine this one's going to go up a little bit, though, because A, it's a bigger game, and B, now there's some controversy surrounding it. You'll pick up some bandwagon fans along the way. Got a chance to really capitalize here. Sam, send us a break. We'll come back with Talk Sports right here on Fan Run Radio.
Check out exclusive Fan Run video content on YouTube. Just search Fan Run Sports and be sure to like and subscribe.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Citizens National Bank.
Life is more fun with a Good Life account, offering extra benefits, including bank travel. Experience the trip of a lifetime to Ireland. Explore rolling green hills, historic castles, and charming villages across the Emerald Isle. Get in on the fun. Call 865-429-7935 today.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Tired of spending your weekends working in the yard? Let ECR Total Landscapes handle it for you. We'll take care of de-weeding your flower beds, leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more. Let us do the heavy lifting so your landscape looks great. Right now, get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you mention promo code FANRUN. Reliable service, great results, and more free time for you. Call us today at 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game, Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
I guess I'm gonna go to you.
Was I disrespectful to our SEC culture by saying that like Seattle would be my first choice for like this moment tonight? Would we be better off like breaking it into the South and trying to convince some SEC programs to treat it like an SEC football game?
I was honestly thinking like Kansas City because the Chiefs, they have the decibel record supposedly.
Yeah. Okay. I never buy the decibel record thing. I mean, Kansas City was loud though when I went. I mean, it is a loud historic stadium.
I think the South would be a terrible place for a game like this.
Probably. I just mean like maybe a bigger stadium and just the atmosphere. But yeah, like I just don't want to be disrespectful to our SEC brethren. I mean, hell, here in Knoxville, I know we couldn't have games because apparently our walls are too close. We couldn't expand the field.
Mm-hmm.
So like while like Auburn had like friendlies, we couldn't do that because our field dimensions couldn't get big enough.
Heard something about seat backs too. FIFA required a certain amount of chairs in your stadium to have seat backs.
That's
like
interesting.
We didn't meet that requirement or something like
Even
that.
for friendlies?
Apparently.
Like Auburn has a lot of Auburn's just flush with seat backs down there?
Maybe.
They
did redo that stadium recently.
I mean, they might. I'm sure if we really wanted, we could have put some temporary seat backs in there. You would think. Give everybody little chairs.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw like how our wall's so close right there in the end zone and stuff that we couldn't basically make any extra room. What are our best home atmospheres throughout sports? I saw where Thompson Boling Arena got ranked, was it 21st in the college basketball rankings?
Yeah, I don't like
or 19th. Somewhere right there around 20.
All we do is beat big teams at home.
Yeah, I feel like that was pretty disrespectful. I mean, I don't know if I'd say like Thompson Boling Arena is one of the best home field atmosphere or home and court atmospheres in college basketball, like top 5 or anything like that. But like putting us, when you add the arena in there too, the arena's pretty nice. The outside isn't, but the inside's pretty nice. It's essentially an NBA arena. I thought that was a little disrespectful.
Where was Rupp at on this list?
It's a good question. I need to go find it. College basketball. Was it toughest places to play?
I think so.
Let's see here. Our good friends at Rocky Top Insider. Shout out to Ryan Shumpert. He put the list together. Let's see here. Okay, so this comes from Basket Under Review. I subscribed to that, and I should have just got this right to my mailbox. I give them $10 a month. It's money everywhere. Everywhere you turn, somebody gets you for something. $10 a Basket Under Review, which they do good work. Just feels a little goofy to have it during non-basketball season.
Yeah.
Brother Will Warren still got to get,
Brother Will Warren is good to us, and he comes and does things with us, and I support him. That's why I've subscribed there, because of him. I just keep it going. Yeah, he has. So a guy over at Basket Under Review ranked Tennessee, ranked the Food City Center 21st. Which feels super low to me.
Top 15 at the least, I think.
40% atmosphere. Okay, so here's how he ranked it. 40% atmosphere. And he said he deems that as attendance as a share of capacity size. So maybe if it's like 95% full, we get knocked a little bit, despite 95% full being, 19,000 people, whereas a arena with 4,000 people being 100% full, like it's going to be, 20%.
I don't know if I like that logic.
That's just way that gets 40% atmosphere. 30% is home court advantage. Your home versus road swing across 16 seasons. So I'd go all the way back to 2010, 2011. We might get dinged here a little bit, at least recently, because we've been really good at home, but we win a fair amount of road games too. So the swing might not be that great. So it's almost like you're boosting up teams that can only win at home.
I was just thinking 16 years too goes a little too deep into
I concur.
Average season.
Yeah, I concur. It's more about your program's health versus the atmosphere. 20% mystique, reputation, history, and intimidation factor. We're probably not getting any love there. 10% slate, quality of opponents beaten at home.
That's 10%?
Yeah.
I feel like that should be weighted higher than 10%.
To me, it should be bigger than mystique.
Yeah.
Look, it's hard to do these rankings. Somebody's going to be pissed off. I get it. But to me, just by logic, 20% should be what you've done, who you've beaten. 10% should be the whole, look at the rafters of Rupp Arena. UCLA's won a bunch of games here.
They got the Judd's banner hanging up there.
Syracuse, the Carrier Dome. Okay, cool. It's not really won many games. Assembly Hall up at Indiana ain't really been tough to win at. You could take the mystique. You can keep 10% of it, but 20%, that's a little rough for me. But yeah, Tennessee came in there ranked number 21. Everything about Tennessee's home runs big. The building, officially known as Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center, seats 22,000, nearly 22,000, among the largest on campus in the sport. Rick Barnes and the Vols have filled it behind a defensive first identity. The Big Orange stretches to the upper deck. A perennial top 10 program keeps the marquee dates rolling in, even if the sheer scale of the place means it rarely feels as tight as a smaller college runs above it. I think it's fair that the intimacy of Thompson Bowling Arena at Food City Center, it doesn't always feel there. I do think it has a chance to not necessarily be overwhelming for some games.
This past season, whenever we played Louisville, it was upper deck. Granted, and I think it was a midweek game, but a lot of empty seats.
Yeah, top. Sure. I do still think at its best, though, it's as good as most places in the country for big games.
I think the Alabama game where, buzzer beater Meshack, that was a pretty raucous environment.
I find it hard to think that there would have been 5 better home court atmospheres over the last 5 years. Now, again, we can't do that every game. We don't do that every game. But like I said, when it's at its best, I feel like it'd be hard to find 5 better venues and atmospheres than what we had for that game. We were fired up for that one. Then, of course, you get a magical ending. Number 1, Kansas. Number 2, Purdue, Mackey Arena.
Yeah, that place kind of.
It gets rocking.
Yeah.
Bud Walton, Cameron Indoor, and then, Assembly Hall at Indiana.
That's 5?
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
On one hand, I don't want to just say, like, hey, you lose a bunch of games there. It's not that great of a venue because, like, we'd fall victim of that on football, I think, sometimes. Especially over the last, if you do win, like, 15 years of, like, oh, how great is Neyland Stadium, really? They never win there. Like, I don't want to be too hard on it. I've never been to Assembly Hall.
I just feel like I can't name a big home win they've had since they beat Kentucky at the buzzer.
Yeah. But again, is that more about the program just being bad versus the home court? If they were good, I imagine it would be pretty good. I'm trying to be fair because, like I said, I lived through the dark days of Neyland where we weren't really winning any games, but you still thought like, oh, it's not Neyland's fault. It's not the fans' fault. Hell, we didn't fumble. That was Pig Howard. We did the best we could. That was a loud game. Hell, put on the 2015 Oklahoma film. The crowd was 11 out of 10. It's not our fault. They couldn't sack Baker Mayfield.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point, you probably should look into at least 1 or 2 wins at some point. Like we even beat South Carolina. We had the Florida game. We had the Georgia comeback. We had a couple games you could point to. Whereas if I think of Indiana home games, kind of just that one buzzer beater, like you said. It's probably fair. Got to win something. But at the same time, I don't want to blame the fans because sometimes it's on the crowd. Because like Azteca last night, I feel like those guys brought it. I feel like that place was electric.
Yeah.
That was a cool atmosphere, the rain, the altitude, all that. But
the lasers are interesting. Kind of scary. The green ones all going out. Intimidating. Don't know what the lasers are attached to. I would not have gone to that game as an England fan. I was thinking the same. Believe they went to that. Well, I was thinking the same thing. And it was like, we don't really have anything in America that would do this for us. Because like our biggest sport's American football, obviously. We don't really have any international competitions there. I mean, I know they're going to do some 3-on-3 or 7-on-7 Olympics, but like that's not going to move the needle. We don't really have the option to do that. Team USA basketball, like we don't really love it the same level. Like being in France would have been pretty cool, for the Olympic final, the gold medal game this last go around. You're going in there against Wemby and them. That would have been pretty cool, but I don't think you'd have felt like threatened for your life at the Olympics. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I don't think I would have done that if I were England fans. But I couldn't think of an equivalent. Like
Oakland?
But who are we playing? Just Oakland? Like, what are we doing? I guess that's fair. Like, I don't think I'd really want to go to like a big 49ers game. Like, if my team was like going up against the 49ers, I'd be a little hesitant of that. If we play like a big game at Lincoln against the Eagles, I don't think I'd really want to go up there.
Yeah, it's like when you went to Baltimore and the Titans won the playoff game.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is similar because a lot of Titans fans were trying to celebrate like the England fans were, and one guy's like, you don't know where the bleep you're at. This is B-More. You better be careful. And I was like, you know what? This guy's right. I'm going to the bathroom, brother. Well, there was a bunch of like Titans fans coming from the upper deck trying to go down to the bottom to celebrate, and they were like college kids, and they were wilding out.
See, this is like every SEC Saturday campus, though.
It is, but like I don't think I've ever really feared for my life. Like there's been some almost instances where like you fight. Like, against Georgia after the Hail Mary, some people wanted to fight. Against Georgia in 22, some guys wanted to fight. Florida, like, you exchange some words. You almost get there. I told you I had to smack that one kid in the face. But, like, I've never really feared that they, like, would hurt me.
This feels just like drunk frat kid chirping you as you're walking back to your car versus, like, I'm going to stab you because my team just lost.
Yeah. And, again, I don't want to make it just because it's in Mexico, a scary country. Again, I'm scared of, like, San Francisco, too, or, like, Philadelphia. Hell, when I went to New England when we beat Tom Brady in his last game, tensions were high outside of that game. Like, there was a couple of Patriots fans getting into fights, like, near me. And I was like, oh, man, I was just trying to keep my head down. I wasn't doing any hooting and hollering. There's just 2 of us. I was just keeping my head down. I was happy, but trying to get to the car. I never will forget there was a group of guys behind me, and they're like, if I find one Titans fan, I'm beating the hell out of him. And I had like my baby blue hoodie up, and I turned around. He was just smiling. Like he was just messing with me. But I turned around, just kind of looked out the corner of my eye. But the guy in front of me, like, there's two Patriots fans almost getting a fight. And the guy was like, don't worry about him, honey. He's a Southie. He's like, I'm from Worcester County, and I'll kill you. Mixed in with a couple expletives. And I was like, you know what? Let's get to the car. Shout out to those England fans who went, though. They're there for the love of the game. I haven't seen any updates of whether or not anybody's missing. We'll find out, I guess, or maybe we won't. Maybe we won't.
I think you were scared to watch that game at like a bar in Mexico versus in the stadium.
I think being at a bar would be even scarier.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think being in a bar.
I think you'd just disappear after the game ended. I think they'd like hog tie you and throw you in like the freezer in the back.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, I wouldn't want to go up to Canada and no, can't even pretend that I'd be scared of the Canadians.
I'd be scared of the French Canadians and the ones out in Toronto with their needles.
Another World Cup on, foreign soil, though. Like, if we were playing in Brazil, I wouldn't want to go watch us play Brazil, like, in person, especially if you beat them. I mean, it just was scary last night, though. Hour 1 of the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. We're on FIFA watch to see if the suspension is reinstated. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Planning for spring at Lowe's means big savings on outdoor power equipment. And Lowe's knows nothing feels better than free. Buy one select Ego string trimmer, leaf blower, or mower kit. Get one select 56-volt battery free. That's up to a $299 value. Power through spring with Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 4/3 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
You know, I've never been held at gunpoint.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
I haven't either.
Is that strange? I feel like everyone has been held at gunpoint at some point in their life.
Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I'd be so rattled if I was held at gunpoint. What do you do?
You know what the answer is? You do whatever they tell you to do. That's the answer.
Well, what if they're like, give me your wallet? What if you don't have any money? And you try to tell them, you're like, all I got in there is cards, man. I got no cash. All I got is cards. They're like, give me the wallet. I would say have my ID. But then you got to go get a new ID. You got to cancel all your credit cards, debit cards, get new cards. It's just a huge pain.
Well, I mean, what's a bigger pain? Getting new debit cards and credit cards and an ID, or getting shot?
Getting new credit cards and debit cards and ID, because you get shot, you're just like, then you die.
On 1340 WKGN.
Let's try it.
You start a GoFundMe. If you get it up to about $1,000, I'll probably let you shoot me in the foot. I got to make the rent.
Hour 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Then drink it responsibly. We appreciate them and Cherokee Distributing locally for their support. Must be 21 or older. Don't be dumb. Be responsible. White Claw Hard Seltzer. Let's kick off hour 2 with some headlines. What you got, P-Team?
It was a weekend of weddings, John.
Okay.
The big one happened. Jim Knowles, Tennessee defensive coordinator, finally ties the knot. No more bachelor status on campus for him.
Good for him.
Do we want a DC that's married or unmarried?
I want him to be happy, whichever one makes him happy.
So it's like you want your guys to be hungry, though, you know?
I'm actually happy he's kind of in a new marriage honeymoon phase, which means he should be locked down and focused at home. We've had DCs in the past that were known to be out here running around with young college girls.
Yeah, but how are our defenses, though?
Actually, they were pretty good until they weren't. He got distracted. I want Jim Knowles to be happy and in the honeymoon phase at home and not worried about any honeys out here in Knoxville. That's what I'm wanting. Lock in. Let's coach.
What if he can't
defense.
spend enough time in the facility, though? You know, what if she's wanting more attention than
I don't need my coach to be in the facility all the time. You can work from home. I can't imagine. Do you think Jim Knowles is coming up with new stuff at this point in his career?
Hell, I'd hope so.
You think so? Okay.
I mean, he's, making the whole Leo thing going crazy.
How much new stuff can you do on defense? Have we not seen it all?
It's only so many motions and disguises and looks you can give.
That's why you got to be on the hunt for something new.
Yeah, maybe. I see. On offense, I kind of actually I don't even know if on offense I agree. I think to me, I just want my football teams to execute. I don't think you have to be super creative or outthink people. Just execute. On defense, line up in the right place, cover the receivers, and tackle. We don't need to think of anything exotic. Just get to the quarterback. Oh, here comes a linebacker blitz. Oh, here comes a guy off the corner. Seems kind of simple to me. Teach the boys how to do it. On offense maybe you got to be a little bit more creative these days. But shout out to Jim Knowles. Congrats on the wedding. I didn't realize that was happening until I saw pictures of it. Did you guys know? Were you aware that he was soon to be wed?
No.
You didn't get invited?
I didn't get invited. I don't have a relationship with Jim Knowles yet.
The other wedding that happened as well was the big one. The fact that people can rent out a whole establishment like Madison Square Garden. This is all some ploy. Sam brought it up earlier, and I 100% agree.
Oh, God. What are we doing now?
In the future, whenever things may go awry, she could create an album and call it Independence or Freedom, something along those lines, given the nature of her her being free from her relationship as well as the holiday that it is pretty much around.
He said her divorce, her inevitable divorce album is going to be called Independence Day because she got married like right around like on July 4th weekend.
You guys are cynical. That's sad. You guys are cynical. You think she put this whole thing together just for the impending divorce album?
Yeah.
Independence
she groomed
Day. Kid. Do you think she has to do that, Bubba, to get people to listen to her breakup album?
Yes.
No,
she's greedy. Let me re-release it and call it Taylor's version to get twice the money.
That was about getting her freedom back, Bubba. They sold her rights out from under her. She had to re-release them.
Did you see the videos of these losers that traveled from like across the country just to stand outside Madison Square Garden and be like, "We're here for Taylor's wedding. We're so happy for her. Can't wait for this weekend.
You
It's
just gave me the
life-changing."
leftover dessert cookie crumbles. Ah!
They were like, "Yeah, I traveled from Arkansas to come here for the wedding." Get a life.
Is that where Cody is?
Now, personally, I don't know anybody along Taylor's bloodline or Travis's bloodline.
Now, look.
But we're here for celebration and support for the two lovebirds that have made it quite known how in love they are.
I think your Independence Day theory is whack, but I do agree fully that those people are losers that got together to sing in the 90-degree heat. Like they did it for the concert, too. That blew my mind. Like, like on the, was it Memorial Walkway, Veterans Walkway, wherever that bridge is that connects Nissan Stadium to downtown.
Just like sit outside.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I had to leave early to go get the car because it got rain delayed and all of a sudden it was like midnight. I was like, we can't get stuck in traffic. So I missed like the last hour of the concert to go get the car to drive back to get out of there. But as I'm walking out, there's hundreds of people just on that damn bridge. And you could sit there and listen to the music. I mean, you could hear it. But I was like, there's like 10-year-old kids, 12-year-old kids. I'm like, you got school. This wasn't like I don't even think it was like in the summer. Like school was still going on. I was like, what are the parents doing here? It's 1 a.m. You're not even at the concert. You're just outside the concert. But I did think that was so lame, the people there singing. And it was like 100 degrees out there. But man, like it is kind of beautiful at some point just to be a fan of something like that. And I don't think I have any fandom like that in my life. I don't even think my Tennessee Vol fandom is like that.
A disorder?
No, yeah, that would have been you driving to Jim Knowles' wedding and sitting outside of his venue and being like, "Jim, go Vols. How's Amari Campbell looking this year? This is going to be awesome."
I think the real equivalent is the people that show up at the facility, like when a team gets back from a loss and you want to like clap for them.
Welcome home, boys.
4 a.m.
Yeah, like the bus is getting back in. Go out there and show them that you appreciate them. Like, I don't really have that in me to like go out there to like clap. I didn't think it was cool in Cape Verde. Did you see that video?
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
When but they're doing something that's never been done
before.
It's
like a historic moment.
Well, that puts their whole country on the map.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I even knew that Cape Verde was a thing before. Like, I don't know if I did or not. But like, I imagine tourism's going to go up. They've had some beautiful honeys on the internet that are going to go viral, that are famous now. Some beautiful women there. Like, that's like country pride. I kind of thought that was cool, them getting out there. And don't get me wrong, I think it's cool. Like here, if we don't do it too often, but I feel like there's been an instance where like, hey, go welcome the team back. Maybe it was after we beat Kentucky in the second round last year, or maybe it was when we lost to Purdue. I don't remember when people wanted to do it. I applaud the people that do it. I just ain't going to do it. But I do appreciate the people that go that extra mile, that love it.
It's in the blue.
A little bit more. Say that again, Bubba.
You mentioned a place to possibly travel to, and I've been checking the U.S. Department of State's travel advisory map. And Cabo Verde is in the blue, which means exercise normal precautions. It's only level 1.
Okay.
So it's safe to travel to.
Yeah. I mean, I saw some videos of people's like, hey, if you enjoyed their run, come, support the tourism. And, it's got some beaches.
I mean, I saw some thread on Twitter about, I think it was like maybe Croatia in the last World Cup and some other one in the one before that, but how it was like billions in dollars of tourism boost from just getting on to like the big stage in the World Cup and kind of making it pretty far. Looks like a beautiful place, like you said. The beaches were cool.
I don't know if I'd ever go, but I hope other people do. I hope it gets a nice influx of cash here, and I hope that their soccer team continues to improve. They had a hell of a draw in terms of they had to play the toughest teams, and they didn't lose in regulation to any of them. Almost makes me wonder if they had gotten an easier draw, how it would have gone. But shout out to them, not to those weirdos though that were outside Taylor Swift's.
Shifting gears here. Bears quarterback Caleb Williams gives Pope Leo an autographed jersey.
I mean, he's a Bears fan. I'll allow it.
Is the Pope able to accept gifts like this, though? Does
I think so.
Against any type of ideologies?
I don't. I mean, look, I'm not a Catholic. I don't know the rules here, but
or Pope.
I would imagine that as long as the Pope didn't promise Caleb any favors, like any high favors, like from the Lord or from Mary, that everything's okay. It's not like, hey, you get a front row seat to heaven or nothing. It's just like, hey, here's a gift. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. As long as he's not like selling out or anything. I don't think he is.
You think he refers to Caleb Williams as the Iceman?
Probably.
He gave him a white jersey.
Probably. That feels, man, I wanted a white jersey so bad. I was on a the proud one in high school for a Devin Hester white Bears jersey. I couldn't find it anywhere.
Really?
I wanted a Devin Hester jersey. I wore jerseys a lot in high school. Couldn't find one.
I wore a Devin Hester jersey for the 4th of July.
A white one?
No, a navy.
I couldn't find a white one anywhere. I remember he won me a big bet in high school.
I feel like I'll get on eBay and find a white Devin Hester jersey really easily.
You might be able to, but back in 2008, you couldn't, Sam. Back in 2008, you couldn't. I looked a lot of places for one.
Devin Hester was cool.
I was going to buy one. He won me a big bet, and I was like, you know what? Plus, I had some good shoes that went perfect with it, and I was like, this would be a great fit. Didn't work out though.
Also in NFL,
White Caleb Williams jersey would go hard too.
Very sad to see just the continued downfall of Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, at this point, it feels like Brandon Ayuk's never going to play in the NFL again, right?
It doesn't seem likely.
Like if you had to bet, he's never going to play again. Him telling Jaden Daniels to fall in line, it's his team now. Like it's kind of funny, but at the same time, like that's a cry for like help. Like he's on the Antonio Brown path. He's on the Antonio Brown path, except he's at the end of the path, it feels like, where we're not even going to get the Tampa Bay years from Brandon Ayuk. We're going to fast forward to like the police standoff outside the home. And then like you firing a gun off up in a crowd and like this is going to come crashing down. I was kind of on his side a little bit in the San Francisco breakup, over the last year, because I thought like he was pretty good. And they were, it's kind of the whole contract negotiation. I felt like they kind of, was being way too tough for him because I thought he was really good. There's a time coming into that where it looked like he was a top 5 receiver in the NFL when you looked at the metrics. I was kind of on his side, like, hey, he should get paid. I don't know if they were dragging their feet on paying him because he's always been crazy, or else they just like forced him into like a mental breakdown of sorts, but his career seems like it's over.
Maybe the substation got to his brain?
Possibly. That's what he should try to sell. He should try to sell that and sue them. Hey, I was normal until that damn practice facility fried my wiring. That would be a good thing. But yeah, it feels like he is absolutely cooked. Anything else?
The NBA Summer League debuting, which I guess did we talk about it last week?
We talked about the Spurs roster, yeah, like Zakai and Jacoby.
But not the rules that they're introducing about the 3-point representing like all 2 shots or 3 shots if you're fouled behind the line or vice versa.
I don't remember if we talked about that, but they like to experiment during Summer League, and they were experimenting with a new free throw rule to speed the game up, which is like, hey, if you are on the line shooting 2 free throws or 3 free throws, you're only going to shoot 1 instead. If you make it, you get all the points. If you miss it, you get none. I'm fine with my Summer League games being that way to speed them up, but like I don't want that in real basketball.
Yeah. I kind of like the strategy sometimes where it's like, okay, let's see if we can bank it off the backboard of the rim and get the rebound, to hit a 2 to go up again. Or
you're talking about under the old rules, yeah, like if you have to, sure. But like that wouldn't really be changed, Bubba, because in the last 2 minutes, they go back to the normal rules. So like in the last 2 minutes, if you're down 1, you get fouled, you got to hit both free throws to win. Or like you said, you can have an option to miss on purpose. Last 2 minutes, they go back to their normal rules.
Do we even have a problem with basketball games being too long either?
We did 3 years ago.
I feel like we have the problem with them not starting on time.
Sure. In the NBA especially, we did have that problem, Sam, 3 years ago, back when they were reviewing every single out of bounds in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then they got rid of that rule. It was like, hey, you got to use your challenge. And that cut out like 30 minutes of the game time. And that has really solved the problem. Now games from start to finish, now like you said, they start a little late, but start to finish, once they tip off, like 2 hours is basically how long it takes to get them done. And I don't think anybody has a problem with that.
I just don't know why we need to try and shorten that.
Because it got up to like 230, 240 whenever we were reviewing every single out of bounds. And I think there was a crisis where the league was like, hey, we got to speed this up a little bit. But I think that crisis is gone now. Now, sometimes still at the end of games, if it's like extended fouling, it does feel like it drags on a little bit, but I think that's okay. That's in the spirit of the rules. But all the reviews they used to do back then did really, really slow the game down. Which, look, I will say, whether you've become a soccer fan or not, and it's not perfect, but like it is really refreshing. Hey, the game starts at 3:00. Guess what? It's kicking off at 3:00. And it's going to be pretty much nonstop, and you're going to pretty much be done within 2 hours. Now, look, the extra time gets a little long right now when you add in the hydration, mandatory break. So, like that's an added like 4 minutes pretty much every time. Like last night, you had 11 minutes in the Mexico.
So I feel bad for the graphics operator because it's like they already showed like the time added, and then it's like, okay, here we are now, 15 minutes played after the plus 11. It's like,
well, yeah,
that's 4 extra minutes. Like you're just letting them try to come back.
Well, I get it in some instances. Like last night in particular, like it did feel like there was fights and stoppages and injuries during the stoppage time. So they just keep adding that on and try to make it a legit 11 minutes of action. But it is funny when it's like, hey, you got 11 minutes and then you're at minute 13. I always feel like it when I'm on the other side of the bed. You ever seen The Little Giants, Bubba? You ever watch that movie? Sam, you ever watch The Little Giants?
Mm-mm.
Oh, great sports movie.
Annexation of Puerto Rico, Sam.
Bubba, you know when the little kids running around in circles away from everybody's like, blow the whistle, blow the whistle, blow the whistle. That's how I feel, waiting for my soccer team to get that final whistle to win. I just start saying, blow the whistle. It's a terrible feeling to be on the other side of it, though. You're just hoping, please don't blow it. Please don't. Which kind of adds some excitement. Good back to headlines. We'll come back. We'll look at some of the Tennessee news. We'll look at some of the Tennessee performances from the Summer League. Jacoby Gillespie was out there getting some run. We'll dive into a little bit of that. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Smoky Mountain Brewery is the place to be for game day. From the moment you walk in, it's wall-to-wall big screens, making Smoky Mountain Brewery the perfect place to watch the Vols or your favorite team in action. With locations in Turkey Creek, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg, you're never far away from a great time at Smoky Mountain Brewery. Try one of their world-famous microbrews like Black Bear Ale, Mountain Light, or Cherokee Ale. Juicy burgers, wings that bring the heat, and delicious handmade pizzas made with hand-tossed crust from the freshest ingredients and their own special sauce from a secret recipe, topped off with hand-grated cheese and farm-fresh toppings. And don't forget, those famous microbrews are also available in kegs for your next party or in 6-packs and growlers to go. So grab your crew and head to Smoky Mountain Brewery and tell them Fan Run Radio sent you. Smoky Mountain Brewery. Eat local, eat good.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
I have good taste. It's funny and it's ironic.
Please, DGG pick Tennessee. I think that's been the vibe over the last couple months. Did you guys read the On3 prediction breakdown? A handful of Rivals experts got together to make their official predictions on David Gabriel Georges as his decision day approaches.
I read like 3 sentences before I got hit to the paywall.
I broke down and I bought the national Rivals. It wasn't much, but I bought it for the show just so we could be in the know in case we ever ran into that. Now, they still want to charge me extra for like when it's like Tennessee VolQuest specific stuff, but I haven't broken down and paid for that yet. No offense to our friend Grant Ramey if he's listening. Maybe I will eventually. But I do buy the national stuff. So I'm going to read out the names of the guys who made predictions, and you tell me if any of them ring a bell to you, Sam, or if you take it what they say seriously. Greg Biggins.
I like the name.
Never heard of him. Adam Gorney.
Adam Horney?
Gorney with a G.
Be careful how you pronounce
G. Gorney. Brandon Huffman. Greg Smith.
Basic white guy.
Fake, yeah.
Sam Spiegelman.
I've heard of that.
Okay, you've heard of him. Alan Trio. Steve Wiltfong, Pete Nakos, and Chad Simmons. Of course, Nakos, Simmons, and Wiltfong are kind of the three that I look at here, and I take what they say seriously. No disrespect to the other guys that they're listening. I just don't really know who they are or where they're from. Are they national
guys? Is that
guys?
Chad Simmons guy allowed to still do this stuff?
I mean, he's doing it. What happened with Chad Simmons?
I mean, I just remember he used to be big at 247, right? And then I'm pretty sure he took a general manager job with Vanderbilt football.
Oh, was that him?
That's what I thought, but maybe not.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know if that was the name, but there was definitely a guy that did this that then went to work at Vandy.
That's him. Now that I look at his profile picture, I'll look it up.
Okay. Chad Simmons, Wiltfong, and Nakos are the
Barton Simmons is who I'm thinking.
That's right. Those three guys that I mentioned, those are the ones I take seriously. If you subscribe to that theory, then you're probably pretty happy with the updates because two of those three, Sam, pick Tennessee. Chad Simmons and Pete Nakos both make their prediction for Tennessee. I'll just read what both say. Nakos picks Tennessee. His statement is this, as follows. Begin quote. Sitting here right now, Tennessee has the biggest offer on the table. Regardless of where he lands, he will be the first $1 million running back, $1 million high school running back recruit. Most of the time, the most money wins out, so I'm going with the Vols for now. Sounds like Pete's punching air. Maybe he's not over the whole bitch Nakos thing. We're on your side now, Pete. You were right about Nico and his big fat daddy. You were right, Pete. You don't have to hold it against us. Chad Simmons, he picks Tennessee. Begin quote. For me, this one goes down to the wire. Based on conversations with multiple sources, both Ohio State and Tennessee believe they are in a strong position. Ole Miss also feels it deserves to be in the mix, but I still see this as a battle between the Buckeyes and the Vols. Tennessee has held a slight edge for me over the past couple of months. Based on what I've continued to hear. Oh, sorry. That was a part of the last sentence. Let me try that again. Tennessee has held a slight edge for me over the last couple of months based on what I've continued to hear. That said, I don't think it would be a surprise to see him pick the Buckeyes. Right now, though, I give Josh Heupel and his staff the nod. They have made Gabriel Georges a priority and are doing everything they can to keep the talented running back in Tennessee rather than letting the Canadian head back north. Anything, Sam, that you take away from either of those write-ups between Nakos and Simmons?
Maybe this is like a kind of a bad thing to say, but I also feel like with the talk of him being like the highest paid running back recruit ever and like we're going to make him $1 million plus guy. I know that Ohio State has that money, but to me, like hearing that does make it just feel like Tennessee has said like, all right, this kid is our priority. We're going to throw whatever we can at him. We know that, you know, obviously Tennessee wants to go be up there with the Ohio States in terms of the recruiting ranks, but like Ohio State's also throwing these type of offers at 7 other 5-stars in a class, whereas Tennessee's maybe like, you know what, this is our crown jewel that we've got here. This is a guy that can kind of top off, you know, some of the things that we've done. We've got a big high dollar receiver with Tristan Keys. We've got it with, you know, Faison Brandon at quarterback. Let's kind of round it all out with a top dollar running back. And I kind of feel like Tennessee's just going to say, here's an offer you can't really, you know, turn down, hopefully. And we're going to be a group that's going to be able to kind of develop you.
The priority thing is really what it comes down to me. And that's kind of what we've been pointing to. Like this recruitment means much more to Tennessee than it does Ohio State. And I don't think that's a slight at Tennessee to say that. Like, obviously, we're Tennessee fans. We want to paint this in the correct light and try to be a positive light more times than not, unless it calls to be negative. But, like, this isn't anything to be negative about. This is just a matter of fact. Gabriel Georges, an in-state kid right down the road, a blue chipper, a top 10 talent, is much more important to Tennessee, who, you know, doesn't necessarily have their pick of the litter when it comes to, you know, blue chip talent. You have to fight tooth and nail for pretty much everybody you get. Very rarely do you have blue chip talent in your backyard. This matters more to Tennessee than it does Ohio State, which is why you've seen people say Tennessee has a higher offer. It makes sense logically. Tennessee is willing to devote more of its budget to get this guy because he matters more. And because we're not going to pay as many blue chippers as Ohio State's going to have to pay. All of that makes sense. I don't look at that as a negative at all. Logically, I think even Ohio State fans would say the same thing. Now, they might use it as a way to try to dunk on Tennessee of like, yeah, of course you're going to overpay this guy. This is one of your Only 5 stars. We have a bunch of them. Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we saw the game in 2024. You don't have to keep talking about it. You got great talent. Good job by you. Still stuck in Ohio. Jim Tressel's a bitch. So is Urban Meyer. But, saying Tennessee, it matters more. I think that's a matter of fact. I think Tennessee is going to offer more. I was told that that's pretty much an understood situation. That pretty much, hey, Ohio State can offer you X amount of dollars. You tell us, we'll come back with more. Now, I'm sure there's a breaking point there where, he's like, hey, they're offering me $3 million. You'd say, okay, go your own way. But, pretty much is told that you come back with a legitimate number, we'll make sure that we beat it. I got that on pretty good authority, and it seems like everyone kind of keeps saying the same thing, so it does seem to be the way things are going so far. Now we'll go to the negative side. I do take stock into what Wilt Fong says, and he says he's got Ohio State. Begin quote. I've had my prediction on Ohio State since April 2025 as the Buckeyes set the tone early with the 5-star, from the relationship with potential position coach Carlos Loughlin to the track record of player development and consistency in competing for championships. Ohio State is pouring a lot into this recruitment and has shown Gabriel George a path to early playing time, and they're playing for him if he chooses Tennessee. If he chooses the Buckeyes, sorry. But Tennessee invested a lot in his recruitment. The relationship with Josh Heupel and players on the team make him comfortable with the idea of playing for the Vols. The opportunity to start as a true freshman and help restore glory in Knoxville is exciting. Both sides feel confident a couple weeks out from the decision. Are we still at the point, end quote, by the way, are we still at the point where we're trying to sell the whole return to glory thing? I understood that in the mid-2010s or even around COVID, but have we not been at least respectable enough over the last 5 years where we don't have to treat Tennessee like a poor little team that's trying to get back to the 90s? We've had 2 10-win seasons the last handful of years. I know we haven't won a championship, so that's fine, but the whole restore glory thing feels a little backhanded. Oh, cute little Tennessee. You're going to try to get you back to the glory days, the former days. We've been pretty good under Josh Heupel. It hasn't been sustained greatness or anything, but we've been in the top 10 twice. It's pretty good. Would they be saying that about LSU? It's going to go to LSU to try to help restore glory. We've been better than them over the last 6 years. Now, I know they won a championship in 2019. I get that, but I'm just saying the last 6 years, we've been better than them.
Yeah, I think it's just the no hardware part of it from a national standpoint.
Okay.
We've improved the standing of our program, but from a national standpoint, I do think if you're not really keyed in on Tennessee football, you're probably they're getting better, but
sure. If you're not really keyed in, but Steve Wilfong should be keyed in. He covers college football. I just don't look at us as the poor little Tennessee, because we used to use that phrase all the time in the 2010s.
I mean, yeah.
All these legacy kids are going to come back and try to get Tennessee back to where it belongs. I feel like we don't really have to.
It's not dormant anymore, but I wouldn't say that we're
okay. We're not back to glory.
Yeah, we're not knocking on the doorstep of a championship right now either.
Okay. Just felt a little backhanded.
Sounds like to me, Steve's just stubborn,
It does feel that.
I've had this prediction since, April of 2025?
Yeah. I kind of agree with your take of it feels like he's just.
I think he just wants to really be right if he goes to Ohio State and be I've told you for a year.
But at the same time, you're citing that basically you've had your heels dug in since 25. And if one of your main reasons is that Ohio State's made him a priority, okay, Tennessee has been recruiting him hard, since 2025 as well. Everyone else is saying Tennessee's making him more of a priority. But also, talking about the relationship with Carlos Loughlin. Okay, that's cool. I don't really know Carlos Loughlin. I don't know much about him other than just hey, he's an Ohio State, position coach. Do you think a player cares more about his relationship with Carlos Loughlin or Josh Heupel? Because that has been a constant takeaway in the conversation is that Ryan Day is far behind Heupel when it comes to their relationship.
Yeah, I have seen that. So I'd feel like I'd want to know the head coach before I got on campus, you know?
I mean, the position coach matters. Don't get me wrong. I understand that. But, I just don't know if I would look at it as more important than the head coach. Ideally, you'd want both, of course.
I think you want a close relationship with your position coach.
Okay.
Just because, that's a guy that you're seeing day in, day out.
More so than the head coach, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Head coach, running back wise, you want, for us, I want Deshaun Bishop to be closer to Darrell Sims than Josh Heupel. Because he's in that room, every day with them. He's working with them every day. Josh Heupel's got to manage, offensive stuff, defensive stuff.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I want them to like their position coaches too. Maybe I just take that for granted a little bit because position coaches just leave often. Carlos Laughlin's only been at Ohio State since 2024? And maybe he stays there. Maybe he'll be there forever. Maybe this is his last stop, and he'll be happy and make a bunch of money.
Brian Hartline and get to random.
Yeah,
not random, but
yeah.
At USF.
I don't know. Again, maybe he's not going to jump around from Ohio State, but it's the head coach's program. I think I'd rather have a direct line to the top. I think I'd rather have a relationship with the main head honcho. Like I said, I don't want beef with my position coach, but let's just take David Gabriel Georges, because I do think his answer might be a little different than Deshaun Bishop. No disrespect to Deshaun Bishop, but he came here, he had to work hard to get on the field. If you win this recruiting battle with David Gabriel Georges, it seems like he's going to be a starter from day one. You know what I mean? He gets to kind of bypass the position coach. Hell, I'd go as far as say if he wanted to change the position coach, that Josh Heupel would at least consider it. Because I think that's how important his recruitment is. Now, I don't want to make a habit of letting high school commitments be able to pick their own position coach, but I imagine if he's like, hey, I'll come to Tennessee if you hire this guy. I'd say Tennessee would at least strongly consider it, at least putting him on staff.
I just think that's too big of an unknown of not knowing kind of the personality of your head coach and stuff. You know, because it's you could love your position coach, but then when it's, time for head coach to address the team and lay down the law and stuff like that, if you just absolutely hate the way that guy goes about his business, I'd feel like that'd kind of turn you off your school a little bit.
For sure. And like I said, you want a good relationship with your position coach too. I know it's ideally both, but like I said, David Gabriel Georges, who do you think is going to make the call on him whether or not he's starting? You think it's the position coach, or you think it's Josh Heupel saying, "Hey, number
Probably
zero
boosters paying $2 million to the guy"?
Maybe it's the booster, but I imagine Josh Heupel says, "Hey, number 0 is going to be our starting running back, and the plan is going to be give number 0 the ball."
Yeah,
figure it out, position coach. Figure out how you're going to do it. We'll get to some NBA Summer League updates. We got some Adidas rollouts coming. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Grab a pack, grab your friends. Everything else in life can wait. Your friends shouldn't. Let's go. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Welcome to Axle Logistics, where excellence isn't just a goal, it's an energy. As a leading third-party logistics company, Axle is powered by an award-winning culture built on a work hard, play hard mentality. Here, the drive for success is contagious and hard work never goes unnoticed. Whether you're just starting out or looking to level up, Axle Logistics is the place to launch your career. Join us and take your ambition to the stars. To learn more, visit axlelogistics.com.
Fan Run Radio, the flagship station for Tennessee fans.
This ain't no wishy-washy, limp-wristed, kale-eating, half-ass sports radio station.
We're your in-your-face, truth-telling, say it loud, flag-waving, face-painting, hardcore, bring the noise, causing a ruckus, don't give a damn sports station.
Sports talk that doesn't just hang up and listen.
For the fans. This is Fan Run Radio.
Get some.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
All right, Bubba, let's check in on some G Leagues. Check in on our boys, Jacoby Gillespie. I saw his playing. I don't know if Zakai's taking the floor yet or not.
So game one we had on Friday for them. On the 3rd, we had Jacoby and the Spurs playing the Miami Heat. Looks like Jacoby had 29 minutes in the first game. Only 10 points, 3 from 17 from the field, 2 for 8 from 3.
Hold on. He was what from the field?
Yeah.
3 for 17.
Okay.
But he had 8 assists. Only 1 turnover.
I was going to say I saw some positive reviews about his performance. I don't think struggling from the field is that big of a deal.
It seems like his vision's good.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters is, like, can you go out there and show that you know how to, like, play basketball?
But for that first game, Zakai Ziegler and Igor Milicic did not play.
Okay.
Game 2 last night, Jacoby did play 22 minutes this time, 4 for 12 from the field.
Oof.
Looks like 4 assists, not as many. 1 more turnover, 2 turnovers, no steals, 1 block. Zakai Ziegler had 5 minutes where he recorded 3 assists and 2 turnovers and a steal. And even Igor Milicic had 9 minutes where he had 5 points, 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 3 from 3, 3 rebounds. And that was it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Igor or Zakai have any real chance anytime soon.
Jacoby
in the NBA.
was a starter for both games.
I don't think Zakai. I don't think he really has a fair shot to ever crack the NBA. Just with his size, he's not good enough to make up for it. All time great, Tennessee Vol, really really good college basketball player during his era. But, like, he's not going to be an NBA player. Igor, who knows with his size and shooting, maybe he has a path down the road in a couple years. Jacoby, maybe. I did see some people, like, praising his feel for the game. I'm not going to freak out about, a bad shooting performance. Darius Acuff was, 9 of 29, I think, in his first game? It happens for guards. Like, you got to catch up to the speed. You got to catch up to, like, the lack of structure. Everyone's kind of out there just trying to get their own buckets. It's a hard place to play.
A guy who is getting his own buckets, who's went off both nights, was Cam Carr.
Yeah, Cam Carr. I'm not going to try to recreate history or, rewrite history. I'm not even going to try to say I'm rooting for Cam Carr because I'm not. He quit on Tennessee. But it's going to be very annoying to me and very frustrating if he's good in the NBA. And I think he is going to be a contributor. I do think he has the game, the size, the athleticism to be like a little bit of a scoring punch off the bench for the Lakers this year. And his last year at Tennessee, I really, or I guess it was his second to last year at Tennessee when he was a freshman, I really wanted him to work out. And I really liked when he was in the game. I thought Tennessee's ceiling got a lot higher when he was actually in the game just because of the NBA size and athleticism. Now his second year, I mean, he was never a factor. He quit on the team. Like I said, I don't have any positive feelings about him anymore. But I am bracing for him to stick in the NBA. Ironically enough, he'll probably be the reason Dalton Knecht never plays in LA. He'll probably take all those minutes.
I mean, there is a rumor that Rui Hachimura could be.
Rui's. It seems as if his time in LA is done.
What else? Yeah, with the whole new team that they just traded for and acquired.
Yeah. We don't know who's going to work out or whatever, but it feels like Cam Carr is going to take over Knecht's minutes from the bench. But
that's what Knecht gets for partying with Love Island stars in Knoxville,
right.
Tennessee to Topgolf on a Friday night.
Well,
that's why he's not even for the Lakers and their summer league team.
I mean, he's
It'd
too
be embarrassing
old.
if he was.
Yeah, I was going to say he's too old. Like usually you don't send year 3 guys that are already old to the summer league, but like you probably should be there trying to get reps. Probably should be.
I mean, hell, just trade bait,
Yeah,
some other GM desperate. Oh, this guy looks. I should have drafted him.
Thing about it is, like,
there's a 2039 second round pick.
Thing about it is, if he goes out there and plays, like, he probably would have to go out there to drop like 30 something points to make it look worthwhile.
That's what Bronny did.
Yeah,
and look at where Bronny's at. He's on a roster,
grinding,
guaranteed money.
So Adidas, we got the official next phase of the rollout coming soon, right? The orange jersey is supposed to get released today, Bubba. Is that right?
That's what they say, and by that I mean,
well, that's what's going to happen.
18 hours ago, they showed a Monday orange.
Well, it's gonna
Tuesday,
happen if they
white.
say it. They're not going to change their mind, Bubba.
Wednesday, blue. Thursday, black. And then Friday, online plus in stores, the retail launch day.
Make sure you save your money for your tracksuit. Now, I will say I have heard that the black jersey is actually like back to being like black, like the dark mode versus where we've tried to kind of we've done some like gray-ish. I feel like, is that not right? Do we not do like some gray with it? Maybe that's salute to service.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going to be interesting is not just football jerseys, but will they bring back pinstripes for baseball?
Yeah, we'll see. I imagine we get the orange in every. It's not just going to be football, right? It's going to be every sport rollout.
Yeah, I think it's every sport.
Because in the video that they put out too, they also showed the Adidas caps. Even though I heard, I guess John Sartori, local reporter here, put it out too. Maybe a switch to New Era is happening. Have you heard anything about that? Like for caps?
I think it's New Era for the first year, I believe. And then we get Adidas stuff after that or something like that.
Or like in the fall or spring.
No, I think it's the opposite, Sam. I think we're going to have Adidas caps in fall ball, and then we make the switch to New Era by the time the season rolls around. Brian Rice has been
sweet.
Yeah, Brian Rice has been keeping people updated on that, and I believe that's what he said. Credit where it's due. I believe he said Adidas hats will be there for fall ball, but like you want to be in the New Era hats. Those are nicer. You want to, and the plan is for us to be in those by the spring, I believe.
We'll see what this marketing ploy is like, John.
What do you mean?
At the end of the day, John, we're looking at jerseys here.
Sure.
And we looked over it, and, I keep looking back at the glimpses in the video of Peyton wearing it. I don't like that collar at all for the football orange jersey.
Why don't you like the collar? Because they have little holes in them?
Yeah, it just looks goofy. Like, that looks like a 2015 jersey.
Okay. I respect your right to have an opinion. When I saw the jerseys, I did wonder, like, can we not just do the little holes all over the jersey? Because it did feel a little weird. The collar had them, but nowhere else. But like I said, I'm sure there was some type of rationale there.
So it makes me feel like I'm wearing, like, Nike basketball shorts that have, like, that type of, not rubbery, but whatever material they do at, like, the very ends of it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't disagree with your take that it's just uniforms and just jerseys. Like, you're not wrong. But at the same time, A, it's July 6th, and we need some Tennessee content. B, they can't mess it up. I think a lot of people just need to see what the jerseys look like so they can either A, be relieved, or maybe even B, be happy. But just like people just don't want to have something embarrassing. Once we get past and get the reveal done and everyone realizes, oh my God, the sky's not falling, this isn't that embarrassing, I think we'll be okay. I think the conversation ends at that point. Tennessee has gone out of their way to talk and reference the perfect shade of orange. They've gone out of their way to reference that multiple times. To me, that alleviates any concerns because people were most worried about there just being the wrong shade of orange on the jerseys. The fact Tennessee keeps talking about the perfect shade of orange gives me the utmost confidence that they're actually going to make sure that it's the right color of orange. And to me, that's really all that I think you would have legs to be mad about.
I mean, they've already got one strike against them.
What is that?
They let Penn State roll out their stuff first.
I don't know if that's actually a strike or just something to whine and complain about. Why is that a strike?
Well, I mean, the argument that people have made is that if we're going to be the premier program,
yeah,
I feel like you want to wine and dine us.
Yeah. Have you ever heard the phrase "save the best for last"?
Yeah, they're going to drop,
No. Answer
Missouri
the question,
State.
Bubba.
I have heard that phrase.
Have
John.
you ever heard the phrase "best for last"? We saved the best for last. Have you ever heard of the appetizer, the main course?
That's why Akron gets their jerseys a week after we do.
What about in basketball, the JV versus the varsity? Which game goes on first? The JV.
The women's game, but
or the women's game. Yeah, which I mean,
high school basketball.
Many would view the men's game as the main event. No offense to all the high school girls listening. But, we're making a whole week out of it. It didn't seem like Penn State wanted to make a whole week out of it. I don't think it's a strike that they just did all their stuff on the first and now we've taken a longer approach. It was frustrating at the time because we wanted to see it. So, I didn't disagree with Sam, being fired up and complaining about it. But, now that we're here to Monday, it's kind of nice your parents didn't let you open all your gifts on December 20th. It's kind of nice they made you wait until the 25th.
My parents didn't buy them until December 24th.
Well, fair enough. But, I always wanted to open gifts early. I was like, what's the matter? I just want to open them now. Just let me have them now. No, you got to wait. And you know what? Waiting to Christmas always did kind of feel special. They were right.
I was honestly just more mad that it was we all heard the July 1st number, and then it's all right, the deal doesn't really start till July 2nd.
Yeah. We just didn't get anything on the 1st.
Yeah. I would have been completely fine if they were just hey, these rollouts are going to start the 6th.
Yeah.
I'd have been, all right, let's get fired up for July 6th.
It was annoying, but I got to say.
It was the delay that made me want to.
I got to say, I and a lot of people were busy this weekend. I didn't have time to think about jerseys or apparel. It's kind of nice we get through the holiday week. And now we got a whole week of rollouts. Now, I might get tired of it by the time Thursday rolls around. And we have to see the dark mode jerseys. I might be like, okay, just get on with it. But at the same time, I might not. I might enjoy the rollout every day. And I know Friday I'll wait and I'll buy some merch when it comes out. As long as they put a tracksuit on there. I'm all right with it. I'm just wondering at what time it's going to come out. You think at 10 o'clock or noon?
Hopefully 10, man.
Yeah. It'd be nice if they'll give us a shot in the arm right here during this break.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they've disrespected Grambling State.
What's happening with Grambling State?
No, I mean, they also have Adidas.
Did they just make the switch this year? Because I think us and Penn State just made the switch this year, which is why we're getting special treatment, Bubba.
Yeah, because it's I'm looking at the uniforms on the Adidas site. Shows Penn State, then Tennessee, Arizona State, Grambling State, Indiana, Kansas, Louisville, Miami, Mississippi State. And
Yeah. All those were already there, I think.
But just their official merchandise, kind of lacking.
Well, they're not the flagship program. I think us and Penn State will pretty much have the same type of merch, I'd imagine. Although, I don't know. Maybe, I know Tennessee gets final say on their jerseys and gets creative control on a lot of stuff.
Miami's got some pretty cool stuff.
I wonder if they get to kind of help design the actual Adidas merchandise as well. They just want to separate us from our dollars. Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. Stick with us.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
Are you ready for the start of a new season? Maybe looking for your team to go on a tournament run? Get game day ready with Crumble. Head on over to your nearest location and pick up 12 pre-selected cookies plus exclusive toppers. When you're looking for dessert options, there's no question about who you should call on. Our listeners already know. Last year, the Dubai chocolate was a home run, along with the brownie batter. Oreo crumb was another crowd favorite. What new flavor will set the standard this season? If you're in the Knoxville area, there are 3 locations ready to serve you: Clinton Highway, Parkside Drive, and Maryville. Download the Crumble app to build your best lineup and vote on the best combos. You can even put your bid in to request a new flavor. Order in the app and slide on over to your nearest location. Tell them Fan Run sent you, and as always, it's for the fans, by the fans. Don't miss the cookies.
Hi, this is Dr. Stephen Malone at Knoxville Smiles. Has it been a while since your last dental visit? If so, I'd like to invite you to come see us. At Knoxville Smiles, it's our vision to provide the best dental care in town in a relaxed, friendly environment. So if it's been a while and you've been putting it off, don't wait any longer. Come see us at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule an appointment online at knoxvillesmiles.com or by phone at 865-539-1776.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power rankings, Tuesday trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10. Ay. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen. Ay. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Morning booming from 7 to 10. Morning booming from 7
Hour number 3
to 10.
kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Hour 3 is brought to you by SM Athletics. If you have any uniform or equipment needs for your teams, if you got any merchandise needs for your club, your organization, easy for me to say, we can do it for you here at SM Athletics. If you got a logo, we can put it on anything you want. SMathletics.com, or you can give us a call at 865-966-3434. All right, according to this update, I believe from The Athletic, submissions had to be made by Monday morning before the game if Belgium was going to appeal this. But Belgium has not been provided any guarantees that FIFA will even make a ruling before the game. So, it's possible that this appeal doesn't even come to a resolution before the game, which feels kind of silly to me. Can you imagine if we beat Belgium, then actually you can't play this guy against Spain now in the next biggest game in American soccer history? That'd be pretty damn annoying.
That would suck, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty damn annoying. But, yeah, so FIFA basically doesn't have a concrete deadline as to when they have to make their decision by.
What if they announce that at halftime? So
I don't think they would be able.
You have to sit out that second half and sit out the first half for the next.
No, I don't. I don't think that would be the case.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'd imagine we'll get an answer by noon if I was guessing, but who knows? All right, let's kick off hour 3 with some headlines. What you got, Bubba?
Well, in World Cup news, here's a time when we appreciate those that have been in the sport, as Neymar, who goes out sad, announces that this will be his last World Cup. Cristiano Ronaldo saying it's going to be his last World Cup. Messi will be his last World Cup. Mo Salah, his last World Cup. So
I gotta say,
I just want to poo-poo on Neymar.
I gotta say, yeah, Neymar.
They're down 2-0. He's taking a penalty kick in extra time added, and he's talking smack. And it's like, brother, what's this gonna do for you?
One of the all-time loser moments.
It's like Chase Claypool with the Steelers signaling for the first down instead of filling the hurry up.
Feels like he's a loser. Feels like that was a good representation of Neymar's career, where he kind of got treated like he was a superstar, but he is never quite as good as the tip-top actual superstars. Sitting there talking trash to a keeper while you're down 2-0, losing. About to get eliminated in the round of 16 again. Like, that was embarrassing.
Was Holland, talking trash before this game? His tweet has gone mega viral post-game.
Which one? Just the well one?
Yeah, the selfie was just well.
No, I think it's just him.
Just him being awkward and funny.
Yeah. No, he is he's
hilarious. That has 2.2 million likes on it.
Yeah, football is a very there I go. I caught it. Soccer is a very big sport globally, Sam. A lot of people appreciate Holland from his time in Man City, his personality. And I got to say, as an American who knew the name but was kind of unfamiliar, I've fallen in love with the guy over the last, month. I think he's hilarious.
Who would you give him as a player comp for American sports?
I don't know, but he is the face of evolution as far as I'm concerned.
So
Batista or Ric Flair or Triple H, because I've never seen a human look more like an ape than him. And I just look at him and I'm like, that is evolution right there. Big, fast, strong, dumb ape. And he is so good at just scoring goals. He is a goal-scoring machine, and it feels like he doesn't do anything else on the pitch. You got that, Sam? Pitch, not field. He doesn't do anything else on the pitch other than just sit in the box and wait for the ball to come to him, and he's going to hit a rocket, either with his head or his leg into the net. He is a goal-scoring machine. And then it's funny because apparently this is what he does in the EPL too, is Sam. They said the worst thing about Holland scoring on you is knowing that he's going to get online and post some goofy-ass thing about you afterwards. And after this game, all it said was, well, with him smirking into the camera.
I don't really follow him even in Premier League and stuff. I am very familiar with Holland, though, but I just thought there was some context behind maybe some Brazil players like talking trash, being like, no way Norway has a chance. And then he's just like, whoa.
Maybe, possibly, which is funny if he takes that because he said the same thing about France when he was playing France that they were going to lose. Like, it's not like he's had a lot of confidence in Norway, but like this is unprecedented for them. They have never made it to this stage. They had never won a knockout game. So like they got past that round of 16, and it's funny watching. I mean, my eyes gravitate towards him when Norway has the ball, and he pretty much just stalks. He's like a shark, just like swimming around right there in the box, just waiting, and then boom.
I did see that he has 7 goals in the World Cup so far this year, and that's as many that Norway has in their entire country's history. In the World Cup before that.
They have never really had any World Cup success, and right now they are. I mean, they feel like a dangerous team just because of him. Like, I don't know how good the rest of their team is. Like, I don't know if, how many other guys are big-time Premier League players or play at high levels anywhere else. I'm sure there's a handful of them. But it feels like they have a legitimate shot. I mean, they play England. They play England next round, and, England is not very good on defense. I don't know if you've been gambling at all in the World Cup, but, like, when I saw that came out as a 2.5 over-under, I feel like that's going to be a shootout. I feel like England's going to force the issue and go down and try to score, and I feel like Norway's got this great white shark swimming in the box that's going to score a couple goals. That's going to be a banger of a game.
I think Holland's like Rob Gronkowski, maybe.
I saw somebody put a side-by-side of that. I mean, like he's big, dumb, and goofy like Gronk, and he's a physical specimen like Gronk. Sure.
Just scores all the time.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Gronk
sure.
was just like a menace in the red zone.
I was thinking he's built just physically superior to guys, and he's like just a force of nature. I mean, I couldn't help but think of like LeBron. But like, LeBron does so much more with the passing and the defense and the rebounding, where this guy's just out there to get buckets. So maybe Gronk's a better comparison. I saw someone put the side-by-side of Randy Moss.
It's a good one, yeah.
And like, in particular, the Randy Moss game against the Cowboys. I'm sure you've seen that meme where he had 3 catches for like 170 yards and 3 touchdowns. Because that's pretty much what Holland did to Brazil. Is like, he didn't really touch the ball, but when he did, boom, 2 goals. So, like, I thought that one was a good comparison, too.
I don't know if it's just because the undertone probably is, but I was comparing him to Jokic.
Okay. Again, see, like, Jokic goes kind of back to the LeBron thing where Jokic controls so much else about the game, whereas Holland's just out there for the big play.
See, that's the thing. Like, Holland's just the striker, electric scorer, and it's
like he pretty much doesn't touch the ball unless he scores. Or shoots, at least. And I feel like that's how he plays at Man City as well. He's just a freak. But he's been a huge breakout star, and you talked about the Golden Boot race, and you talked about all those, Bubba, the legends that are leaving. It's been really cool seeing the superstars rise to the occasion between Haaland and Messi and Mbappe. Throw Harry Kane in there as well. Cristiano's he's at least gotten off the mat and had a respectable showing. Now, most of it's still PKs or whatever, but he did have a goal disallowed that maybe should have been called last game. So, like, he's at least showed up, but I don't view him in the same sphere as these other guys.
This is the first time in World Cup history that 3 different players have scored 7+ goals each in the same tournament.
Wow. Okay, I thought you were going to say by like the round of 16. I was going to say, okay, so that's got a little bit of an asterisk to it since there's an extra game now, but like, if you just told me they haven't done it the entire tournament and we've already got it done within, 4 games? 3, 4. So I guess 5 games now? Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Pretty damn stout. The superstars have shown up. You hope that America, has their stars show up. They don't have anybody at the same class as those guys we're talking about, but
that's what's been kind of funny too about the Belgium outcry. They're kind of painting this Balogun guy like in the same light as like we're letting Messi play this game. I know he's our best player, but like,
I mean, he's been our best offensive threat and our best scorer. I'd be scared of him too.
as a very complete casual, I saw somebody. It's like
He
they're going
played
through
great
so much
his
trouble
last
for a
game
guy
before he got
that's
sent
like.
off. Sorry, Bubba. Go ahead.
I just completely overlapped you.
You're
Is
good.
what
Go
it
ahead.
is. But it's like, yeah, they're comparing Belligan to like the fourth. I guess he plays in the French league.
Yeah,
and they're just like he's like not even top 10 player in the French league.
Oh, really?
I was very soccer casual.
Yeah. No, I don't know if that's the case or not. Like, I don't. I feel like him picking America. He had a chance to play for two different countries. He picked America. I feel like from a PR standpoint, he made the right decision because he has been an impactful player here. And now I don't want to say he's a made man. I don't want to say that just yet. But like if he comes out and performs well today and America wins again, like he has a chance of being a huge, huge American superstar. I don't think you should estimate that value. And that might be enough, Bubba, to get him out of the league he's in and get sent somewhere better. Possibly. And just kind of raise his profile to that level. But he's been awesome. I'm excited to watch him today. Assuming we get to. Any other headlines?
Yeah, so Lil Wayne is under flack as he skipped a concert but performed at the Michael Rubin White party yet again.
He performed at the White party or just was there?
Maybe he was just there.
Yeah, I don't think he performed there. But he was late again last night. He actually showed up to one, though. He had another show up in the New England area, but at least he showed up this time, but over 2 hours late.
I asked this to Bubba before we started the hour. How does Grant Williams get himself to the White party every single year? He's the most irrelevant person at that party.
I think it started just because like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were getting invited on the Celtics, and like he was cool with them and got invited. Maybe it has something to do with being like in the NFL PA or the NBA PA, excuse me, like being like the vice president there. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the guest list is, but it is always jarring to see him there. You would think
he's got to be in the bottom five, least important people there, right?
You would think so. You would think so. But he's got a lot of money. I mean, he signed a good NBA contract, so at least he's got that going for him. But I don't know. I don't know. Because Ruben's like a Sixers fan, I'm pretty sure, right? I want to say he's a Sixers fan.
Demon.
Huh?
He's a demon is what he is.
Yeah. I mean, like it's kind of weird that like Diddy lost his all white, sex parties up there, but then like Ruben just took his mantle. I wonder how Puffy feels about that while he's in prison. Like, is he mad that Ruben, or is he happy he kept the legacy going along, going along? Are they doing any weird sex stuff at the Ruben parties? Or are they just all getting in white and just being rich and hanging out? But it is always jarring to see Grant Williams there. Good for him. An NBA headline for you that came across. I'm only giving it to you because it's Memphis Grizzlies related, and we got some Grizzlies fans that listen. But restricted free agent Quentin Post, who I'm imagining neither Sam nor Bubba has ever heard of, is getting a 3-year, $30 million contract with the Grizzlies.
I'm going to say he's not a white player.
You'd be wrong. He is white.
What?
Now, he might be...
Is he a postman?
I was going to say he's a stretch four. He's a stretch four. I don't know if he's American or not, Bubba, off the top of my head. He was okay with the Grizzlies, with the Warriors. I don't know how I'd feel if my team was giving.
So Quentin wrong.
This is when I still just don't understand NBA contracts because, like, to me, whenever I just hear $30 million to Quentin Post, I'm like, that's lighting money on fire.
Yeah, 3 years, $30 million. I mean, that's the going rate now, just for like a rotation guy for the most part.
$10 million a year as a rotation player. In the NBA.
kind of. If you can be like an seventh or eighth man, and you can have some size, and at least like if you're still young, he's only 26, so like you're buying that maybe he's like still improving.
Where the hell did this guy come from?
Well, I'm looking up. Apparently, he went to Mississippi State, which I don't remember his time at Mississippi State at all. But then he transferred to Boston College, so I don't know if he actually played at Mississippi State at all. He's from the Netherlands. So like I said, I didn't think he was a American. He's from the Netherlands. I don't remember him at all at Mississippi State. Let's see if he's got any stats here. Mississippi State. Yep, he played. Okay, so COVID year, he played 8 games, only 2 minutes a game. 2021, though, he played 31 games for them. 9 minutes a game. I don't really remember it, but that was also 2 of the worst Tennessee basketball years. All right. Good batch of headlines. Bubby, anything else we need to hit?
Yeah, Tennessee does have representation for the college national team, but it's not Appenzeller or Chris Ramirez if we consider him. If he's a Vol yet, I don't know. But Trent Gerlinger does make the 2026 collegiate national team for Team USA.
Okay. Shout out to them.
Seems like some of our guys are playing really well this summer.
Yeah.
That Baedo freshman has got like a .7 ERA up in the Cape Cod League this summer so far.
Now, everything still could change with the MLB draft coming up. But, like, it does feel like there's some reason for some real optimism around the baseball program again. Like, it does feel like, assuming the draft doesn't go, like, in a crazy way, it feels like you could be back to, where your expectations are to host a regional and go to the super regionals. Feels like that should be back to where the expectations.
That's the uniform I want to see the most.
The baseball?
I think Adidas does really good baseball stuff.
I would say they have a little bit more creative freedom there, too. Like, I'd say they know, like, not to really mess with the football ones too much, especially early on. Baseball, though, they might get a little bit more leeway because already the baseball program takes some chances with their jerseys that the other sports don't really do. So we'll see. Send us a break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
For the fans, by the fans, this is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Your tax refund belongs to you, not an identity thief. Over $6 billion in tax refunds were flagged by the IRS for possible identity theft last year. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. They monitor and alert you to identity threats you'd miss on your own, even if you're careful with your personal information. And if you do become a victim of tax-related identity fraud, LifeLock has U.S.-based restoration specialists ready to help solve your identity theft issue. Plus, all LifeLock plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, meaning LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan if you lose money due to identity theft. Let LifeLock help protect your financial info, so all you have to worry about is what you do with your tax refund. Go to LifeLock.com, save up to 25% off your first year. The promo code is HERD, promo code HERD, to save up to 25% off your first year. LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
White Claw is taking hard seltzer to new heights with White Claw Surge. At 8% alcohol, White Claw Surge is a stronger wave of refreshment that doesn't compromise on taste. Available in 4 bold waves of flavor like ripe blackberry, citrusy blood orange, zesty natural lime, and tart cranberry. Check out your favorite retailer in-store and online for the White Claw Surge Variety 12-pack and 16-ounce single-serve cans. White Claw Surge. Please drink responsibly.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Fan Run Radio, where Big Orange Country comes to talk sports. Start your morning off with your daily dose of talk sports with John Reed and Cody McClure from 8 to 11. Then it's Tony Basilio from 11 to 1. The Playbook with William Pattison from 1 to 3. And The Drive from 3 to 6. It's 10 hours of hard-hitting local sports radio every day, right here on the flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
Citizens National Bank. You want a bank that lets you bank when and where you want to. Your local branch, the grocery store, your computer, your phone, it's up to you. You want people who care about taking care of you and your money too. Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
The World Cup has been a really, really nice buffer, bridge, connector to football season. It's been nice to have content, both to talk about, but also watch. Like the time zones have been nice too. I don't know how the rest of the world feels. Did you see England's watch party last night at the end of their game?
I don't feel like I did, maybe.
At the end of their game, like they're showing them celebrating, it flashed up like London, England, 4:02 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, my God, they're out here at 4 a.m. for this watch party. Just taking off work, I imagine everything shuts down. They have one of their extended holiday breaks or something. But I was like, 4 a.m. watch party. I don't know what sport I would get together to do that for.
Hell,
but
they were doing that for Rory McIlroy winning the Masters. Remember that?
Yeah, it'd be like 6 a.m., for the Masters and such. Getting there to play. But the time zone's been nice. The time zone, like all these games kind of being perfectly in our windows, have been great. But with that being said, we are kind of inching a little bit closer and closer to college football season. Like SEC Media Days are next week, right?
Let's look up the official date of that.
Yeah, look that up because I feel like it's usually right here, boom, in like All-Star, MLB All-Star break, and that is, okay, so July 20th. Okay, two weeks away. 2 weeks away.
Will the Patifax be in Tampa, Florida?
He messed up. He's taking a week off. He's taking a week off this week. Vacation time for Willie. He's worked hard. He said he's burned out. Felt bad for him. None of his friends wanted to go to the beach with him. He just keeps telling me, well, they got jobs, like career jobs, and I think they don't have as much time off. And basically, I think they took another break, like to go to like maybe to the Elite Eight or something, or the that game. They all went there and took some time off. So he said his friends couldn't really get off to go to the beach with him. I was like, you can just go by yourself.
Did he just solo dolo it to the beach?
He's scared. He don't want to do that.
Just go back home.
I don't know if he's even going anywhere. He says he's got like a weekend trip planned, like a big lake party this weekend or something. But he's just
go hiking in the Appalachian Mountains.
Says he's like unplugging before season starts. But I really think he messed up. He should have waited and just went down to SEC Media Days in Tampa.
Made a week in Tampa out of it.
That's what I'm saying. Go down there, do his thing. I feel like that was a miscalculation by him. Because I think going to Tampa, usually I think Media Days is pretty dumb and a waste of time, but like going down to Tampa for the week, it's not the worst idea.
Get the worst 3-sentence answer from Josh Heupel on the question you ask and write a quick little something about it and get to the beach.
Josh Heupel's on Monday too, so you just knock it out early.
There you go.
Get down there on Saturday, hang out for a couple of days, get Josh Heupel's answer.
That's some good time. That's a good decision from Sankey in the SEC. Get Heupel on Monday. Get your worst public speakers out of the way.
Well, the Monday the Monday schedule. Look, sometimes I try to look and try to make sense of the scheduling. We talked about Tennessee being a noon game with Texas and how that was kind of a red flag. I got to say, the company he's keeping on Monday ain't necessarily the greenest flag. Will Stein, Brent Venables, Drinkwitz, and Josh. Which I guess Drinkwitz gets some credit for being, a funny speaker, even though I think he's mostly cringe. And at least he didn't have to go with like Shane Beamer. Venables is coming off a 10-win season, so at least maybe that's a little bit better than I'm giving it credit for.
I thought Beamer was going to be in that mix.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. Venables, if you take it, if you went back to this time last year, that would have been a red flag. But maybe Venables is actually in a really good spot now after winning, 10 games and going to the playoff.
I think the people that are attending media days see that lineup and they're like, "Damn, Will Stein's the star of the day."
I am interested to hear him talk, just because I've never heard
that's
him.
why he would be somewhat attractive. Is like, oh, let's just see what this guy's about, kind of thing.
I've never heard him talk. I don't anticipate him being somebody that's going to be willing to go out there and really rock the boat or anything. But he's a Kentucky boy. Maybe he's got the good old boy stuff, goes out there and has some good sayings. I doubt it. Drinkwitz, he keeps showing up ahead of Josh Heupel on these coaching rankings, and it makes me so mad. I don't get rolled up or care too much about the coaching rankings. And like I said earlier, a couple weeks ago, I don't have a problem not having Josh Heupel high on your list right now. I got no issue there. But I do have an issue with Josh Heupel being below Eli Drinkwitz. Can we at least all come to an understanding there that you'd rather have Josh Heupel than Drinkwitz?
Yeah.
Bubba's shaking his head. Bubba, you disagree?
I didn't shake my head. I was just very slow to provide an answer.
You look skeptical. But that drives me crazy on these coaching rankings. But otherwise, I don't care where you have Josh Heupel, really. I don't think he should be behind Shane Beamer. I don't think he should be behind Drinkwitz. Anyone else? Whatever. You could probably make an argument because it's all kind of jumbled up. Do we think we're going to get SEC coaches just whining and complaining in 2 weeks about how Greg Sankey kind of led them astray and kind of left them out to dry?
With the 9-game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a huge talking point in 2 weeks. I don't know how much Josh Heupel will complain about it, but like when I hear Drinkwitz, he's already started. Kiffin's going to. It almost feels like they're going to turn the heat up on him because I was thinking about that in bed last night. The World Cup, a lot of people said the World Cup expansion was bad. A lot of people were mad about it. When it was like, hey, we're going from 32 to 48. People are like, no, that's dumb. I got to say, it seems like the World Cup's been an absolute success. Unless you're like Italy that didn't get to come, or you're Germany who got knocked out in the round of 32. Outside of that, it seems like everybody's having a pretty good time. Seems like the games have been pretty competitive. Seems like there's been some goal scoring. There's been some drama. Seems like it's been a pretty good World Cup. Now, it helps when the superstars are playing like superstars, but like the expansion didn't hurt it. So there's a part of me that thinks like, okay, is there something to learn there with the 16 or 24 team college football playoff? Because even if the favorites are still winning, which for the most part, that's what's been happening in the World Cup, you could call Brazil going home an upset, sure. But I think if you had watched Brazil play so far in the World Cup, they weren't very good. Like, Holland beating them and Norway knocking them out wasn't a big surprise to me. I thought that was something that we'd kind of could see coming. Germany losing, okay, sure. Argentina getting, threatened by Cape Verde and still winning was kind of the perfect scenario, right?
Well, that's the one that I was going to bring up on like how that could what would be like the college football comparison of that?
Just like somebody like Ohio State.
Vanderbilt becoming relevant last year?
Sure. Like somebody like Vanderbilt or like, I don't know what the level would be. Maybe it's an expanded team. Maybe it's somebody like Tulane getting an easier draw versus having to, go on the road to play, number 5 Ole Miss. Maybe they get a little bit easier of a draw and they just like threaten the team but still lose. So like ultimately, I think everyone who watched Argentina Cape Verde was enthralled. I think that was a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 viewing experience. assuming you don't hate soccer, but like if you can just get caught up in competition and underdogs, like that was about as good as it gets. Wrestling has been making money a lot of years for a long time, basically on that same formula. Heavy underdog, comes very close to winning, still gets pinned right there. Maybe next time. The big bad still gets to go on, and we still get more messy, but we got, a 2-hour experience. So in college football terms, like somebody coming in, a couple more underdogs getting thrown into the mix. They might not win these games, but it doesn't really matter. For the most part, we just want to be entertained and just have that moment where you think it's going to happen. A lot of NCAA tournament games, some of the best ones are the ones where the heavy favorite still wins, but you at least thought for a bit that the underdog was going to win.
I do feel like it's interesting, though, how college football specifically, their fans have really revolted against that, right? Of they don't care about the lovable underdog that can go and, potentially give Tennessee a game in late November or something like that. They're like, I don't want to see the Kent States of the world playing my games. I want to see the best of the best against each other.
Yes, yeah. I go back and forth because once you said Kent State, I was like, yeah, those games do suck. Those games do suck.
I mean, that would be Cape Verde, right?
Yeah, probably. Now, I would say they at least had to qualify. So it wasn't like they just got it wasn't like you put every country into the World Cup. So in your comparison, Kent State, they're just on the schedule because they're a team that exists. At least they did have to punch a ticket and qualify.
I saw someone compare it to the Cape Verde Argentina game to win. UCF almost beat Duke with Taco Fall.
I would that feels even I would say even just a 16 seed, giving a 1 seed a run for its money and coming up short. Or a 15 seed, barely losing to a 2 seed. If you want to say Taco Fall and UCF, I hear you, but it almost feels even smaller, like a wider gap. But that's been fun. Can you create that in college football? Can an extended playoff give you that feeling? I would still say probably not, because the thing about soccer is there's not a lot of scoring in it. You know what I mean? So one score is worth basically one goal is worth 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Or at least 3 touchdowns, right? 2.5, 17 points. Maybe it's 2 touchdowns and a field goal. 1 goal is worth that. So if you're able to score 2 like Verde did, you get, that's 34 points. You're going to be in a game there if that's the situation. In football, it's a lot tougher to actually score, 4 touchdowns. And kick 2 field goals against a team that's physically superior to you. So I don't know if we can recreate that in college football. But with the expanded playoff discussion, I do think you're going to have SEC teams looking around and saying, hey, we were promised this. Meanwhile, we're about to go into season in 2026 where it's going to be really jumbled up. And that's something that stands out to me when we do this. We have the conversation about the coaching ranking, Sam. And you're talking about Josh being the 8th best coach, the 9th best coach, and Venables and Drinkwitz and all these guys. And they are all just kind of jumbled up. But to me, that's kind of reflective of the league. The league is just jumbled up.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody can kind of beat anybody. With, some exceptions, obviously. But 3 through 12, depending on where the game's played, depending on what day it falls on the calendar. I know it's usually on Saturday. I just mean is it in late October, late November? Is it cold? Are you at home on the road? Those upsets can happen, but there's no added protection to that league. So I do think that's going to be one of that's probably the main talking point of the 2026 college football season. I think it will be in the SEC, and I think it will be nationally. The SEC's 9-game schedule compared to the Big Ten schedule, compared to, juxtaposed up against to whether or not we should expand the playoff or if it's to stay there or whatever. Those are going to be the main storylines, and I think that's going to get ramped up in 2 weeks.
How many of the 16 coaches do you think make it a point in their talk to the media?
I do find that interesting because I do think the coaches need to be unified, but I also think it's going to be, kind of dangerous for it to seem like the coaches are just railing publicly against their commissioner.
you talk like I think you're. I mean, obviously, like the Kiffins of the world are going to be outspoken against it because he's already kind of put his flag in the sand there. But like,
I think pretty much every coach has, except maybe Kirby Smart. I don't know what Kirby said. Maybe he's been on record of saying they need to expand it too. But like,
what I was going to say is I feel like there's going to be like with however many coaches are super outspoken, I think there's going to be a couple that are just like, screw it, like line the ball up and let's go play.
Yeah.
Like to me, Mike Elko at A&M seems like a guy that's just like, I don't really care. Let's just go out there and play. Give me 9 games SEC. Give me a bye opponent, whatever it is.
That's been Kirby's motto too, kind of. But like, it does feel like this might be something that gets Sankey fired. Like it could be a big domino and a big change. Fingers crossed. Yeah. What's wrong with Sankey? You got beef with him?
Yeah, I just don't like the guy.
Okay. I don't really have any feelings about him at all.
One of my best moments of life is I went with my friend to watch Tennessee play Alabama. Got absolutely destroyed.
Okay.
SEC championship basketball.
Okay.
And Greg Sankey was there, and I got to yell out loud some very explicit words for him.
What were you mad at him for?
Just what you do, man.
Okay. I mean, yeah, typically people don't like the bosses. I get that. I just remember not really liking Mike Slive, RIP. I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but like I remember not really liking him. But Sankey, I don't really have any takes on at all.
Where was Greg Sankey? Like, was he with the SEC while Mike Slive was the commissioner?
You know,
I don't really understand. Like, I've never really thought about that, actually, how new commissioners of each conference get, like, appointed.
Yeah, he was hired in 2002 as an associate commissioner. So he was kind of like Adam Silver.
Yeah.
Under David Stern.
Yeah, that's what I would assume, but.
So that's how it works, though. I mean, you saw the Big Ten go out and hire outside. You know, the Big 12 went out and hired like somebody that was working at a damn casino, I feel like. So, like, it's not always the way it goes.
Greg Sankey went to Syracuse. No wonder this guy keeps shoving us up there and, here's Battle of the Orange, all those Syracuse.
He added Texas and Oklahoma and A&M and Missouri to the SEC. I'm not okay with that.
He didn't do A&M in Missouri. That was 2012. He took over in 2015. Although, I mean, he was a part of the group, part of the team.
I just want to blame him for everything that goes wrong.
Yeah, what's your problem with Sankey? I mean, maybe other people dislike him, and it does feel like right now, I mean, the egg is on his face nationally. He looks like the sucker in the room right now.
He kind of got it out of the mud, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Began his career as the director of intramural sports at Utica College.
Yeah.
And then went on to go to Northwestern State, hired as their compliance director there, coached the golf team at the same time, joined the Southland Conference, then became their commissioner, and went to the SEC.
He's one of the boomers that can say he pulled himself up by the bootstraps. All I had to do was just go run this intramural league, and next thing I know, I'm running the SEC. That's good. It's not really how it works for people anymore, but hey, good for him. Bubba hates him, and like I said, I do wonder how many of the SEC coaches are going to hate him in a couple weeks and like openly talk about it, because looking at this coaching list, I do think we're just going to be in line for a big jumbled up mess of 9-3 and 8-4 teams.
I didn't realize that last year he went on a golf trip with the president.
Maybe he's trying to get some reform going on. Maybe he's trying to be a part of the inner circle that gets to like decide on the future of college athletics. Went to Syracuse. Now he's running things in the South. Interesting. Last call on the other side. We'll wrap this show up. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Is your yard starting to look more wild than welcoming? Yeah, don't let your landscape be that house on the block. At ECR Total Landscapes, we make sure your outdoor space is something you're proud of. From de-weeding flower beds to leaf blowing, trimming, mulching, and more, completely customizable to your property's specific needs. We'll handle it all. Why spend your weekends sweating it out in the yard when you can just sit back and enjoy it? That's the ECR difference. And right now, new customers can get 10% off your first month of our monthly maintenance package when you sign up for a full calendar year. That's right. Consistent, reliable service at a price that makes it easy to get started. No sweat, no hassle, just a better looking lawn week after week. Call ECR Total Landscapes today and mention promo code FANRUN to save 10% on your first month. Call 865-384-2012 or visit us online at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Okay, so we really need uniforms and equipment for this season. Can I trust you with that? Cool, I'll just order them online. What? Yeah, I'm gonna hop online and I'm gonna get them ordered. Hold up, that's not a good idea. We shouldn't just spend money on some random online retailer, okay? I mean, it seems pretty convenient. Trust me, it's a terrible idea. Let me simplify this for you. SM Athletics. Okay, how do you pronounce it? SM Athletics? They're the go-to for uniforms and equipment, whether it's for universities, high schools, youth leagues, you name it. So why wouldn't you rather go with professionals who can guide us through the process, design the perfect uniforms, and deliver the best equipment? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. What's the name again? SM Athletics. Right. It's definitely smarter to go with a company that emphasizes customer service, fair pricing, and, of course, excellent products. Exactly. So, yeah, I guess it's settled then. For uniforms and equipment for all sports, it's SM Athletics.
Citizens National Bank.
Experience the thrill of traveling with C&B's exclusive travel program. Customers age 50 and above with a Plus Perks checking account can participate, ensuring a safe and delightful travel adventure. Take a day trip or an overnight trip. Travel domestic or international. C&B is always on the go.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Last call here on the program. Belgium has released a statement, which I think is kind of funny.
Like we care.
As its only response, FIFA sent a letter to the RFBA. I'm sure it has something like Belgium Football Association. I don't know what the R stands for. Republic of Belgium. I don't know. They sent a letter to Belgium stating that it considered this correspondence to constitute an appeal, that a judge had to be appointed, and that Belgium had only a few hours to complete that appeal. No information whatsoever was provided by FIFA. For an appeal to be admissible, FIFA's own regulations state that the reasoned decision must first have been communicated to the appellant. While Belgium was merely seeking legitimate explanations, FIFA itself created an appeal and immediately ensured that it would be declared inadmissible. So it sounds like Belgium's saying they weren't actually asking to appeal, that they were just trying to get some explanation, to which then FIFA called it an appeal and then basically was like, that appeal is not going to work. All that being said, Sam, it does feel like we're not really in danger of this getting overturned. So I think we can be full go in expecting our our best striker to be out on the field. Have you guys been betting on the World Cup at all? Bubba, have you been doing it at all?
I have.
Sam, you been betting on the World Cup at all?
Honestly, not really.
Yeah.
I like to take a hiatus in the summertime.
Yeah. I think I've just become a summertime better. I think I need to take a hiatus during football season.
Yeah.
And like during NBA season. Summertime's been great. Between the golf and the WNBA and the soccer, I might just need to be a summertime only better. It's the stuff they put on TV that might be the problem.
Any baseball thrown in there?
No. Zero. Absolutely zero.
I've been doing that here recently.
Maybe I should have just been betting on Junior Caminero or whatever.
Junior Caminero.
Guy's a stud.
As he has been hitting home run after 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 home run.
It's incredible how bad the MLB is at marketing players. Because like Yordan Alvarez is awesome too.
Unless it's Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge.
It does feel like that Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Yeah, Yordan Alvarez. I mean, I've seen some people say he's the actual best hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
But like you said, from a marketing standpoint, I wasn't even 100% positive on his name. I check in the postseason and watch him, try to carry the Astros. But like, yeah, the average casual fan, pretty unaware of him.
I mean, it's also Astros, and we can't forgive them for their banging trash can.
At the same time, though, the Astros have been a relevant franchise, though, for going on over a decade now. So you would think that, cheating aside, they've still won a lot of games. It's not like they're on some lose. Like Houston's this is where I miss Cody. Houston's the fourth biggest market in the country, third biggest. I don't know if it's ahead of Chicago or not, but like it's a really, really big market. You would think they'd want to treat that superstar with some reverence.
He's batting .320 on the year with 29 homers and 67 RBIs with a 1066 OPS. And I feel like I've never seen the MLB tweet anything about it.
I feel like they need to be hammering this Junior Caminero guy. Yeah. Like the run he's on is generational. That's about as good of a hot streak as you can have in baseball.
I mean, I can at least see it from their perspective of like, let's maybe pump the brakes on publicizing a young Rays prospect.
Yeah.
But Alvarez has been a stud for a while.
Yeah. I saw over the weekend what the Brewers did was pretty shameful. Do you see that controversy surrounding their big time ace, their big time, Cy Young prospect?
Oh, where they Mizorowski, like definitely it was a hit and they called it an error
against the Reds. Yeah, there was like a bunch of third that was 100%, 1,000% a hit.
It would have given him like 4, I think it was 7 runs.
Yeah.
And then it only ended up being 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shady.
Now I assume that MLB can come back and fix that if they wanted to.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
I would think that they get like ultimate say on that.
You would think they could overturn that, but that was pretty shameful. Bubba, what else did we miss so far in the show and over the weekend?
Well, the famed biohacker of life, Brian Johnson, the guy that gets blood transfusion with his kids, wants to look, 25 years younger.
Okay.
Has slowly learned that despite what you can do, you can't beat death and you can't beat time, as he's sick with an autoimmune disease.
Really?
Yep.
Is it life-threatening at all?
Don't know. Didn't really look into it.
Do we have the
stomach
orange?
is eating itself?
Hold on. We have the orange reveal. Vols Sports put out the big orange. Okay, hold on. 50 seconds. 50 seconds. Let's see. Good. This video looks like you're in front of the sun. Okay.
Jersey's look the exact same.
You said when?
Football looks sharp.
Ooh, that Lady Vols basketball.
Lady Vols basketball looks great. I think the basketball one looks good.
Not the baseball jersey.
Our graphics seem so good though. Just the ambiance.
Man, I think the biggest win is that Lady Vols stuff from the.
Do we have an actual picture yet?
Yeah, I'm sure pictures will get posted here.
Do we have pictures yet? But we got the orange jersey. Very weird, just to drop it at 10:47.
Yeah,
I would have thought maybe there was a top of the hour type of thing. But I got to say, from what I've seen in the video, I want to see the pictures, but like it looks really good to me. 9 out of 10 stuff. What are you giggling about, Bubba?
Completely out of context. AJ and Big Justice dropped that 250 big boom, 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 boom.
They gotta find a new gimmick.
But without watching the video, the first comment I see talks about Kurt Cobain.
They gotta find a new gimmick. I listened to the song that the fast speed rapping isn't for them. They need to find a new gimmick.
Good news is that Mama Justice is still with us.
Yeah.
And she is still with us.
What else do we miss, Bubba?
I'm going to pass it over to Sam because I am out of luck.
Okay. If that's all you got, that's fine.
This looks like, I mean, I'm just looking at this video. This looks like the Candace Parker Adidas era.
Really?
Me.
You seen the baseball jerseys? Baseball jerseys look pretty basic, but
yeah, the orange. I mean, the orange is pretty basic in the Nike too.
Okay. Is the T on the sleeve? That feels kind of new, right? Looks like there's a big power T on the sleeve. We didn't have that on the base on the current baseball jersey, so it looks like that's a new addition.
Where are you seeing that?
Somebody took a still shot. I'll DM it to you. Or I'll tag you on Twitter.
The Heisman House. It's been listed on Zillow. Name your price.
I don't think I want to
buy the Heisman House for.
I don't think I want to be in the Heisman House. Check out that baseball jersey and tell me what you think. Because the T on the sleeve, I think, is a nice touch. But
what do you think Tintillo's been doing in those rooms, man?
Especially for a pitcher, I'm picturing you. Although,
I see what you mean. That is kind of weird.
Baker Mayfield in the shower? No, thank you.
I want to see the Lady Vols. You make a picture of that one.
I want like a pinstripe.
You want a pinstripe
jersey.
orange
baseball jersey,
but that'd be like
not orange.
That'd be white. Yeah, that'd be more on the white day. We gotta do that one soon. But this is just orange today.
Hell, maybe that wasn't basketball that I was looking at that looked like Candace Parker. Maybe that was like our volleyball team or something like that.
It does look like the on the ladies basketball. It does look like it's nice. Got some Summit blue trim on it, which I think is a nice look.
And then I think we've just got white trim on ours.
Yeah,
for men's, looks pretty solid.
I think the basketball looks good. Nothing really stands out as too different. The white trim all around the basketball jersey, I like. The Summit blue, yeah. Volleyball, it looks pretty. I mean, nothing noteworthy there. So far, so good for Adidas and Tennessee. But we need like a picture breakdown. Yeah, because the video still has like some lighting stuff going on with it. So yeah, it is now gaining steam that basically FIFA seems to have rigged the appeals process too, and basically through Belgium's written request for a statement, they considered that an appeal and said it wasn't a valid one because it didn't follow certain protocol. So now their ability to appeal is even out. So
you got to you got to be able to follow protocol, John.
We're full steam ahead.
You stand for nothing, you fall for everything, you know?
We're full steam ahead for tonight. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go. USA, USA,
USA, USA.
I've got.
It's called soccer.
I found myself with a lot of money on USA because I just kept throwing them in parlays, and like all the parlays kept winning. So now I'm hearing like USA is the last leg to advance tonight. So I'm very American up.
We gotta get our lick back, John. 2014 Belgium not kind to us.
Yeah, I remember that game.
I do too. I went to a bar with a couple buddies and watched it and got America up and lost. Hopefully that's not the case tonight. Hour 2 was over a while ago. Hour 3 is over now. Tony Basilio's Hour 1 is coming up right now. The Tony Basilio Show kicks off on Fan Run Radio. Let's get off here. Let's go. In the show.